Good morning, good people. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is Sunday morning, and that means that it is time for the Get Right.
I did what I could, honestly.
That was really, it was like an,
I'm so. Were you not gonna turn my mic on?
From the start of the show, you're on now.
Yeah, you're on now. I don't know what happened. I think it's because, like, Eric moved and it threw me off.
He didn't go anywhere.
Eric's not usually at that mic. He's at the other mic.
I'm normally at the far left.
What does his mic have to do with where
I think I
usually
muted
sit?
the wrong mic.
Mm.
There's a new mic stand. Shout out to the new mic stand.
Oh, yeah. Is it the one on the far end?
What new mic
This
stand?
one.
Oh. Was it red before?
Yes.
Oh.
And it was very. Never mind.
Wow. Okay, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Like Kelvin said, this is the Get Right. Happy Sunday, hoes. This is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante.
Happy Father's Day to all those hoes. This is Kelvin.
This is Christopher Armani.
Now, typically, I believe that that's how Father's Day comes about, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone has that whole phase, and not everyone straps up for the whole phase.
And then shoot it up.
Right.
I will hope that's not how we were conceived as our fathers being hosts.
Well, you know, my father is the original Casper, so I don't know how and which way I was conceived, but
I know that I was conceived in February around Valentine's Day.
So they planned you out, like
I don't think they planned me out. I think it was like some Valentine's Day sex.
like candles and roses, or do you
Yeah,
think
it
it
was
was just
also real.
nitty gritty?
It may have been a little nitty gritty because my daddy was like 24, 25, and my mom was like 30, about to be 20. Well, she's 29, about to be 30. So
Oh, wow. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you got him a cougar.
yeah, my
Yeah.
dad likes him older.
In the earliest sense, because at first I thought you said your mom was 39 and he was 25, and I'm like,
Oh
whoa.
no! Oh no!
Whoa.
Tawanda's not that old. No, but how was y'all week?
So last week I wasn't here because I went to North Carolina for my grandmother's 85th birthday, which was cute. And then, you know, to keep it a buck, my family got real niggerish.
What happened?
Just a lot of long-stemming family issues kind of brewed over. And me being in the middle of it, I spoke my piece, and nobody liked what I had to say. So, like, nobody talks to me now.
Well, I think it's better that they not talk to you, know where you stand, than them talk to you and not know where you stand.
That's true, but it's like my mom and my sister. So
No,
it's
they're
like-
just upset right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to give them time.
Oh wait, your mom and your sister aren't talking to you?
Yeah, neither one.
What did you say?
I was just expressing my annoyance with some consistency in family drama that I feel like I should have spoke out during my childhood, but I didn't. And since I didn't, I let it build up, and then boom. And now everyone's just like, oh my God, you fucking horrible person. I'm just like, look, my tongue is a little zesty, but I meant what I said.
But so do you think it was not so much the message, but how you said the message?
Probably, but knowing how I talk, I really feel like it could have got way worse. Like, I speak so gutter for the most part. So me and dealing with them, I feel like they don't know me. Because I feel like what I gave them was preschool honesty.
Like bare minimum.
Right. Now, if I was talking to a nigga in the streets, God bless. So, I don't know. I'm giving it time. But, you know, I've learned that every black family just has their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is especially tailored to Father's Day because, you know, family, I don't want to say family is fleeting, but I feel like everyone goes through trauma as a child, and I feel like it is your right, in order for you to move forward, to express that trauma, regardless how it makes your family feel.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm just giving that to God and moving forward. I'm excited because I only have 4 more days until the release of All My Love, which is so good. It's finally on YouTube. And
Now?
not for you guys, but I put
Privately.
it on YouTube.
Okay.
Right.
So, like, it's a shadowed.
Mm-hmm.
So next Friday.
Is it next Friday?
Yeah.
The 21st?
Yeah.
Wow, great.
What's today?
Today is
The 16th?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a mental calendar.
That's good because I really lose track of the days because I don't work like Monday through Friday. So my Wednesday is my Monday. I lose track all the time. But other than that, working on this EP, still at work, not quitting yet. And, you know, just really zhuzhing up where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to get real fancy. It looks cute as hell now, but bitch. So, yeah, that's my week. It's been real creative, real me time.
Maybe that's what I need to do. My room's not decorated. Nothing's in there but clothes.
And I bet it's a shit ton of clothes.
No, it's not a mess of clothes.
your closet is filthy.
My closet's not filthy.
Yes, it is.
My closet's not filthy.
What would you call it?
My closet's full of clothes, but it's not filthy.
It's literally filthy.
Maybe you just need an organizer.
Filthy means dirty and nasty. And my clothes are not dirty and nasty.
So they're all over your closet.
They're clean. They're
clean.
They're clean.
They're cleanly
in
filthy.
their section that you're supposed to be, but they're not filthy.
Do you need hangers?
He does.
No.
There's a disconnect here.
Yeah,
you know, Kevin don't like to admit shit.
I don't need hangers. I don't need hangers, people.
Okay, well, I was gonna say if you need help, but don't hit me up.
No, I need a new closet.
What would you do to your room? Like, if you guys could, I've seen Chris's room and it's semi-decorated. Chris is a minimalist, but it's cute and it's organized. So if you guys had to go above and beyond and like extreme makeover your room, what would you add to the wall that best describes you?
I just need paintings.
Like I thought you said you just need panties.
I thought panties at first too. I had to stop.
Paintings.
Oh,
like
paintings, not paintings.
Of like Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, Kobe Bryant, shit like that.
Are you gonna get some?
I'd rather get that for when I have like a house, so I can have like more to add to the wall.
Got it.
Because I feel like if I like my wall now, I could probably fit like maybe 3, and I would want way more than that.
Got it.
So,
yeah, I would probably. My best friend Stephanie is a black painter. So I probably would get more of her artwork and put it up and things of that nature. But in a nice green accent wall.
Are you just buying it because she's your friend, or she's actually?
No, I like her stuff. I commissioned her to do some stuff for my mom. She has like she's not like a realist, but more abstract painting, like of people and things. She's painted for the president of the HBCU whatever thing shit they got coalition thing, and she's done like commission stuff for Fisk University that went for sale and help donate and stuff like that. So she's pretty good.
That's dope.
Okay.
Shout outs to her. Brittany?
No, Stephanie.
Wow.
Stephanie.
I don't know
You're
why
close.
I got Brittany.
The knee was right.
Yeah, that's it.
And
not even the same knee. It's an NIE versus an NY.
Yeah, but
shout out to you, Stephanie.
It's the thought.
Did what I could. So yeah.
But then I want like a big ass I fucked my knee up jumping on this big ass bed at the Airbnb, so I don't want no big ass
I would love a California king.
Like,
oh yeah.
No, I don't like the sleigh beds.
Though.
I hate sleigh beds. I fuck my.
What's a sleigh bed?
What the hell is a sleigh bed?
A sleigh bed is the one with like you got like, so, you know, I had the headboard in the back and the headboard in the front.
Oh, well then yeah, you only have the side angles to get on.
Yeah, I fuck my knee up.
It's like when you have a headboard and the foot bar.
Like the bench at the bottom.
No, not a bench, but it's like how your thing may rise. Like it's like a headboard, but in the front, and lower.
Yeah.
You had to have seen a bed like that.
I don't feel like I have.
It's like parents' beds.
Parents' beds. Usually like
damn
that.
sure ain't the kids' bed.
Parents' beds are usually like that, and I fucked my knee up.
Yeah, you are clumsy, so I don't know why you decided to do that.
Yeah, I fucked my knee up.
Wow.
I went hiking yesterday, so it was okay. Well, yeah, yesterday, but yeah.
Okay. Where did you hike?
Oh, was it my time for my week? I'm
I'm done. I just asked you guys a random question based off of my week, but
I went to Runyon. My little bro Rob is in town, who was supposed to be on the show today, but Rob had way too many last night, and
he had way too many in general yesterday.
And
I'm confused how he wasn't drunk at all.
And then last night he just kept drinking. We went to Beehin Block Party last night.
You went where?
To Beehin Block Party.
What is that?
Beehin's Block Party.
I've never heard of that.
He has it like once every summer.
You know I love a fucking block party.
It was super.
It looked inside though.
It was in. It's like more so like downtown warehouse, LA, and it's like in an empty lot. So
I
like,
should
it was
fight
like
you.
Stuff. It's like a wall here, a wall there, and then like open lot.
I should fight you.
It was really fun.
I love a block party.
It was a lot of.
I really should fucking fight you. Ooh. Is that what you saw my supervisor?
Yeah.
I should punch both of y'all in the fucking head.
I didn't go.
Definitely saw him.
I didn't go.
Do you know how much I talk about block parties? I literally said if I die, my memorial should be a block party.
Blame Chris.
I didn't go. What are you talking about?
I'm fucking over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, let me tell you my story of the week.
Oh my God, do I even want to hear it?
Well, I went to Stockton this week too. Let me start by that.
Was that a block party too?
No, it was not a block party. It was a memorial for work. I went for work.
A memorial for work?
Well,
a funeral?
My boss was more memorializing his brother who passed, I think, 20 years ago. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jason?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was really cool. I've never been to Northern California. When I tell you it was 106 degrees.
Well, as good as happening somewhere.
I was dying. Oh, and the air was just so thick. And then if you go there, it's like 2007. So everybody has on tall tees and all this other really, really weird stuff. And I have not been to like a real world mall, like a small town mall forever. They had a whole Robin jean section.
Wow.
Like in the Sears.
Wow.
And it was fully functioning. Like the Sears still had clothes and appliances and everything.
I thought Sears was closing down.
I thought Sears was as well, and
There's
that's why
a
we
Sears
walked.
at the Crenshaw Mall.
I thought that was going to.
Gasp the ghetto.
Yeah, there's a Sears almost everywhere.
Sears is really
No,
a staple
Sears
in the
is
black
like,
in the black life.
Yeah. I used to get all my uniform clothes from there.
I bet.
So let me tell y'all my story. So I did not know I was going to Stockton until literally the morning of me going to Stockton. Tuesday I was supposed to be on Never Not Extra, right? So I was really upset that I was not able to be on Never Not Extra, and I was even more upset when I seen who the guest co-hosts were to be, and it was going to be Eric, and then also a fine young man who shall not be named right now. But
Calvin shot his shot the whole show. It
exactly.
Was
so
basically
let me tell the
basketball
story.
tryouts. Go for it. Go
So
for it.
I'm like, damn, like this nigga fun as fuck. I'm like, shit, I'm pissed. I'm not gonna be there. What? So I automatically text the group, like text Eric and Shayna in a group text and say, I'm not there, and I'm mad. This nigga's fine. Put me on.
And send us 3 pictures.
I sent 3 pictures for him to approve. Right. So this whole time I'm listening to the show because I love Never That Extra, but I'm also listening to the show because last Sunday I talked about shooting my shot. Right. I said I don't shoot my shot. Right. I don't do it. I be chilling. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I am going to try it. And I was flirting
hard,
and I thought the flirting was reciprocal.
It wasn't.
Did you listen?
I did.
It was like home 35, 45% reciprocated.
It wasn't
And I was like,
reciprocated.
wow. So then I like E-Money get the number. E-Money gives me the number. I text it. After like 20 minutes of debating what I'm going to text, because y'all know I don't shoot my shot.
You're missing a whole part
I don't speak
of
anything.
the story.
Oh, my God.
I sent it to Chris to make sure.
Let's talk about how you text me for 30 minutes.
I text Chris for 30 minutes not knowing what to text.
Jesus, this turnover time.
I really did.
30 minutes from the minute I gave you the number?
Yes.
Wow.
And let's talk about the corny ass message you wanted to, that you actually did say.
I sent a lot of corny messages.
Oh, my God.
I sent it to you too.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I sent it to you for pre-approval.
I did.
Actually, you did. You did. I think
I did. I
did.
sent it to you for pre-approval, and I was like, you know, blah, 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 because I don't shoot my shot. I'm nervous. I'm shy. I don't do none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So after 30 minutes of debating with Chris, on the 40th minute, I decide to send a text. That text was sent Tuesday night. It is now Sunday, June 16th. I have not gotten a reply back.
Good.
Really?
None.
Good.
Zilch.
But why?
I don't know. I never got a text back, so I don't know.
That man go ahead.
That meant what?
Go ahead.
By the way, I didn't get it. I just scrolled.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, that's why I don't shoot my shot. All that to say, this is why I don't shoot my shot.
Basketball players miss shots. They don't stop playing basketball. They'll be poor.
It's good. I'm just
shoot.
going to be poor in love. But last night, when I tell you I wanted to shoot, when I tell you I wanted to shoot my shot so much, but I was like, no, I'm actually not. I'm just gonna chill. And a lot of eye contact was made, and I feel like that's the
really
that's
should
the
jump
level.
across this fucking table.
I think that's like where it starts at, like the connection. And I had a very long gazing look in someone's eyes last night, and I was like, I'm high as fuck, so I don't know. Like,
You took edibles?
smoked? I took one edible.
You smoked, okay.
I took one edible.
Why don't you just smoke?
I'm
You're
practically
does.
You're on the cusp.
No, he
I'm
smokes.
not gonna smoke.
Practically.
I actually want to fight you. If you go to another fucking block party, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this live on the Get Right. What's today's date? On 6/16.
I think
June.
Everybody keeps telling me I'm quiet on the mic now. Am I quiet?
Oh, you're loud as shit.
They said just a little louder. Maybe it's just your
it
headphones.
could be the headphones.
Yeah, just
versus
turn
the mic.
mine down. My headphones, because you've been screaming.
These your
the entire
headphones?
episode. No,
Are these your headphones?
no.
These your headphones?
There's no plug connected to those, babe. You have to look for where the wire is.
And you've been screaming the entire
No,
episode.
I have not.
Those are mine. Keep it right here. Perfect.
Okay.
Don't touch shit else.
Yeah, if you
Bitch, don't tell me what the
if you
fuck
go
to
to another block party without me, you turn mine down too. If you go to another block party without me, it's on site. It's on. I don't even care if you go. Now I can't even hear myself, but I know the message I'm trying to convey. I don't even care if you go.
Stop. Those are mine.
I think y'all
I think we have
connected,
the same
nigga.
one.
Shit.
I think we have the same
I
one.
don't
You can
believe
switch
that.
mine over to
I
another.
don't
It
believe
really
that.
does not matter.
God.
The point is, even if
Can
you
you
do
turn
not
this
go,
back down a little bit? Because I don't want you.
Your
to
ear
scream.
are connected.
I don't believe that.
we are. They're literally one on
Come
top
over
of
here
the
and
other.
move it.
I'm okay.
Anyway, if you go to another one and not tell me,
I got you.
I'm gonna swing.
But what do you do when you shoot your shot and it's like nothing happens?
You move the fuck on. That's me on sex apps.
I really wish you wouldn't have shot your shot.
Chris didn't want me to.
Why though?
I don't even want to say.
I don't understand why this is seeming like such a new thing for you, because in the time I've known you, I've rarely known you to be not a single entity, because that sounds like you're always in a relationship, but you always have some type of connection.
Which is really weird, because I usually don't make those. If it happens like genuinely, like we're in somewhere, or like I meet somebody out somewhere or something like that. It's never like me shooting my shot. It's always like, hey, who are you? Oh, blase. I consider like shooting my shot like not knowing somebody at all, and then just like, what's the number? Like, what's up? Like, what's good?
No message is also a message. Okay.
That's a big message there, and that's why I'm like, they lost. I'm Kelvin motherfucking Unique Bias a second. The fuck?
So what was the point of him giving him the number?
That's what I was trying to figure out too. Like, did they even give you the number for me, or did they just gave you the number and you just gave it to me?
Well, I damn sure wasn't shooting my shot, so it had to be for you. I made it clear throughout the time I was sitting here with Shayna and Moni. Your stuff was popping up on the screen, and based on the banter that he was giving back, I was like, okay, he may be interested, or maybe he just likes attention.
He wasn't giving any reciprocal.
Oh, well, Chris said
no. What did he say? No, there were moments.
Chris said it wasn't.
There were moments when he would say things like, we'll get that number sent. I wish I could remember it verbatim or whatever. But I mean, if you go back and listen to the show, there were little pockets, and that's where it's just like, oh, okay, Kelvin may actually have a shot at this. Mm-hmm. So then I did it at the end. I wouldn't have even pushed it at the end if he didn't give me any type of sign that he may be interested. So for him not to respond, I really don't know. Niggas are weird.
I'm not hurt.
Shouldn't be.
You were.
There's no loss. You don't know him.
You were irritated.
Irritated and hurt are different.
Yeah.
You knew what I meant though.
Yeah. But like, no, like I wouldn't care. Like, but like the thing is like, why do you do that? Do y'all ghost people?
I have.
Why do you ghost people?
I've ghosted too, but it's levels to the ghosting. I don't do what he did.
Why do y'all ghost people?
I don't want to have sex with you.
Okay.
That's the point it typically gets to. Like, if we have got, because I am a flirt, I guess I have a very flirtatious demeanor. So for some people, they take that and really run with it. And I'm just like, okay, you think this is about to be something. It's not. Casper on, just like my dad. So I think that's for me. I don't ghost at the early stage because that's a waste of time. I'm not giving you my number for that. Chris?
I only ghost when I feel like if you're not understanding the message, like of me not being interested, then I'm ghosting you. Like, it's this girl who flirts with me literally every fucking day on Instagram, and she texts me every day.
Do we know
you
her?
Gave her your number?
I didn't, because, okay, so this is why I gave her my number. She said she was a piano instructor, and, I've been dying to learn how to play the piano. Yeah. So I was like, great. And she said she will charge me, I think she said like $50 a week or something like that. So I was like, that has to be a steal. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, here's my number. Let's discuss lessons. And then she just started texting me like every fucking day. She started like sending me flirtatious shit, and I just was like, okay, when are we gonna set up piano lessons?
where's your keyboard, Mel?
And little do I know, she don't even fucking live out here.
Where does she live?
Fucking somewhere in New York.
Oh, so she
and I was pissed because she told me she lived in LA. So I'm like,
maybe she did and she moved.
No, she never lived out here. And so I was just confused. I'm like, what?
People are fucking. I take that back. Niggas aren't just crazy. People are fucking crazy across the map.
I was so irritated, and then I don't get it. And then I just feel like if I'm giving you, if I'm not responding at all, and I'm brushing off everything you say, stop texting me. Like, you should take the hint. Like, take the hint. You could clearly say I'm not interested.
Is any part of you flattered?
With her, no.
Oh.
She's not. Let me show you what she look like.
Oh, God. Dear
she
God.
Look like she's about a cool 40.
Well, you know me. I like older people.
She's 40.
So who am I to judge?
Let me see. Fuck is her name?
Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need me like a 40-year-old.
Maybe we should swap for a bit. You could have the 50s and the 40s.
And you'll take like the younger 20s.
And I'll take the 20s and the 30s.
Okay. Let's try it.
I would love to. But if you would have told me about the fucking block party.
Wife swap.
Son of a bitch.
Next time I go, I will let you know. Because it was one of those places. The next, come to Everyday People on the 7th. That's the probably.
July?
Yeah, that's
what
probably.
What day is that? Sunday?
Sunday.
I could do that.
It's probably like the next big one that other people be like, other black people be there. It'd be really fun.
Please don't like anything.
Please like 12 pictures.
I should. Oh.
She's a good 40, right?
She is someone's calm auntie.
I want to see this.
It's definitely giving auntie
And
vibes.
I just knew she lived. I just knew I was, because she's cold at the piano. I just knew I was about to be cold.
Well.
So do you feel like you wasted time?
I mean, I didn't shoot. No.
I'm trying to think, have I ghosted somebody? I have not ghosted somebody, but I have slowly walked away.
Define what?
Like the text messages get less and less.
Oh, okay.
I won't disappear because I think that's rude.
Mm-hmm. But I think
but the text messages are will fade.
No, but you need to. I think people should start actually. Don't just ghost somebody, but if you're gonna ghost somebody, I think you should tell them why you're about to stop responding or talking to them. Or whatever.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you no precursor as to why I'm about to.
We're not about to talk about this right now.
What?
What'd you say, Eric?
I'm not giving you no pre reason as to why I'm about to ghost that ass.
But what's the point of literally just stop responding and why? Why do people do that?
Because this conversation is no longer serving me or its purpose. So
why not just say that?
Oh, she's gonna get her young.
I don't have time for the follow-up questions. This could become an interview real quick, and I feel like it could get awkward because if I really don't want to tell you what it is that turns me off about you.
But you're not entitled to do all that.
That's what I'm not entitled to explain myself whatsoever. So I'm just gonna ghost.
She's at least 40.
No, some people don't like to get cut off. It got to become a whole line of questioning. Well, was it something that I did? Maybe we could try this.
No, I'm not interested. That's all you got to say.
I'd rather not. Block is so much easier.
You can say what you have to say, then block them. I just feel like ghosting just takes too much. Even though you're not doing anything, it just takes too much.
Our frat brother Ramad and my spec says everybody doesn't deserve that. Everyone doesn't deserve the explanation as to why they're being ghosted.
So you don't have to
that's
ghost
the thing. I don't think you should be ghosting people.
I don't either.
I think that ghosting is an excuse to not face up to what you really want to say. Like if you're not interested, just say you're not interested, because now it makes things awkward when I see you out and about. Like, just tell me, you know what, I thought that this was going to be something, but at this point, I just don't think I can see this going somewhere. Mm-hmm. Or, be honest, right now is not the best time for me to be talking to somebody. I can't do it. Nah.
So why not just say that?
That's what I'm saying. Say that.
He's on your side.
But, yeah, I'm saying, say that, actually, or just be honest with what you got to say.
No, because you're not on my side, technically.
I'm not on your side, but we can't talk about it on the show.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, wow.
What's the last person?
Elijah.
Oh, we can say his name now?
It ain't his man.
Okay, Elijah.
Shout out to Elijah.
Shout out to Elijah.
You didn't want to cut it off. You didn't want to cut it off. You wanted to ghost, technically.
But what I do?
No, you ghosted.
No, I didn't.
You played the role as a ghost, really.
Wow.
No, I didn't. I reciprocated energy. Reciprocating energy and ghosting are different. Ghosting and reciprocating energy is totally
tell me
different
the difference.
Ghosting is if you're texting me all day, you feel like you're invested. We go on dates, we talk, and then all of a sudden next day,
did that not happen?
This happened over time. So it was a text here, and then not a text there, and then a day would go by, and then oh hey, how you doing? You reciprocate that energy.
Not everyone takes your explanations the same, and that is a good point. I feel like some people, for whatever reason, everyone internalizes things differently. I don't know what traumas or what, but I don't have time to specially tailor it. If I'm not feeling you anywhere, I'm just not feeling you. And as y'all can see with my family, if my phrasing is not the best, the kids will feel it.
That person deserves to know why you're not interested.
But what if we didn't get very far? Why do I have to explain to you why I don't want to do this?
But I don't think you should just not say anything. You should at least say, hey, you know what? I don't really know.
Yeah. But I also feel like you also can feel when the energy is not there anymore.
That too, yeah.
Or when people are just weird. The people I ghost are just weird.
This person texts me right now. Somebody I knew before that we never messed around anything, just exchanged numbers and conversing. I realized it was not it. So slowly just okay, blase, blase. I don't like when people see you out and they speak. And you're nice. You have a conversation because that's what people do. But then they text you while you at the event, and they feel like the conversation should still be going on, and they text you the next day, the morning after and shit. Why are you texting me? That conversation that I had out and about was just me being friendly. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. Buzz. Don't text me and then try to continue that conversation.
It was not being interested.
It was not supposed to continue. It was literally just supposed to be like a hi, bye, what's up? Oh, I see you. You see me. Let me not be rude and speak, and then move on. Don't text me while we're at the venue and then try to continue the conversation next day.
But that's probably inviting because you do like to speak to literally everybody.
I do like to speak to everybody because everybody deserves to be spoken to.
That's not always true.
But
that's literally not.
Don't take that. Don't take that and run with it.
That's not always true.
E-Money, does that ever happen to you?
Give me the question again.
Like when you see somebody out that you knew before, and then you say hi, and you're cordial, you move about your life. Did they text you and like try to follow up with that conversation later, like later at night or like the same day? Or
some yes, others no. It just depends on the person. It depends on a few things: how mature the person is, why we ended, how it ended, how they're feeling in that moment. Like,
but isn't that annoying?
I don't care. It's over.
I don't want you to text me. Like why are you texting me right now?
Why are you responding?
I'm not. I ghosted them. I did respond until I could find one of those conversation enders.
That's only going to keep them from keep texting you.
No, I found a conversation ender.
Okay.
Just laugh my butt off.
It's not a conversation ender.
That is a conversation ender. LOL.
LOL is definitely a conversation ender because I'm not going to stretch it.
Ha, you crazy.
It's like, where do we go from here?
Cool.
You didn't say enough of anything.
Cool. Yeah. So, but that's what's happening right now.
Kudos to y'all. I respect it. I'm going to still operate how I operate.
Operate how you operate. Chris, how was your week?
I didn't do anything this week. Oh, well, we hung out with Rob.
Got drunk.
Oh, Friday we went to Big Wings. Have you been to Big Wings? It's a wing spot. Yeah, and they had like this drink special where you buy one drink and you get another one for $2. So I had two, and they don't call them Long Island Ice Teas; they call them Strong Islands.
Strong Island.
So I just knew it was absolutely no Coke in this. So
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, right?
Right.
So so I had two, and I was just like, and when I get drunk, I get so sleepy. Like I wanted to go to sleep right then and there at the dinner table.
I know how that goes.
So then I just went home, and I woke up still feeling drunk, and I was sleeping in the Uber when we went to the Standard. Then I just needed food in my system. And then what we do after that? When we went to another place that was so fucking crowded. What was that place called?
Freehand Hotel.
It's
downtown LA.
It's a rooftop that's so crowded. Like it's as big as this room. And it was just,
and it's white people, so it's time to go.
And then of course this white lady. Do you guys have a lighter? No, because we're niggas. That's why you ask. Like, we don't even smoke you. That's why you ask, because we're niggas.
Slut whore.
So,
oh my god.
But Breon actually had a lighter. Of
Yeah.
course, Breon.
Of course,
Breon's
stereotypical.
Yeah. So, but then after that, we went to the Dodger game. Then these niggas, I would have went. Then nobody asked me to go.
Chris, you can't. No.
Just
Chris,
because I was in my room did not mean I didn't want to go.
Not just because you were in your room. We were all. Chris is in his room. We're in the living room. Chris's room.
Mind you, my door was open.
Yeah, hold on. Let's finish. Let me. Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
At first. So Chris goes into his room. We're sitting in the living room. Chris is in his bed, not talking to us, but listen to everything we got to say.
I was responding to what was said to me.
We literally sit there. I think we took like all of 3 minutes because I was on social. So I took 3 minutes to look at my phone. Rob took 3 minutes to look at his phone. I slowly look over to my left, and Chris's door is slowly closing. Why is Chris' door slowly closing?
Why do I need my door open?
Because we're all over there conversing. If we're
Rob went into your room, you stayed in the living room.
No. Rob was definitely in the living room.
No, he wasn't. Not when I closed my door. Now because I remember him saying I'm about to go to the bathroom.
Oh, so you wait till you went to the bathroom, then you closed the door.
That's when I closed my door. Then I had to go to my bathroom.
You had an exit plan.
That's not true.
And then
my clothes were on until y'all left.
Sure.
Till I heard the door close, and that's when I got in bed.
But you heard us making all these plans.
I didn't hear nobody say, "Hey, somebody go see if Chris want to go."
Because
I didn't hear that at all. No one said that.
Because you shut your door to close us out.
What does that mean? Just because my door's closed means doesn't invite me? That means don't invite me just because my door's closed?
Yes, it does.
Why does that mean that?
Because I've known you for 9 years now.
Why does that mean? Oh, just fuck Chris. We just
no. It was never fuck Chris. It was I know Chris don't want to go.
You didn't know if I didn't want to. Y'all didn't ask.
I knew you didn't want to go.
Did you really want to go, Chris?
No one. I would have went. No one asked.
Chris, you would pay $32 to go to the party?
No, because I heard someone bought your ticket, so I would have said somebody buy mine too.
Wait, for the block party?
Yeah.
Well, we know how that fucking goes because, ladies and fucking gentlemen, no one in this room cares about a block party like I do, and nobody calls me.
I didn't know it was a block party.
Ah!
Still is block party of the summer. Next time.
Fucking over it, man.
I wasn't about to pay $30 to go in an open space.
It was dope though. Drinks were. I didn't have a drink. I had edibles, so I can't do both.
Yeah, you can. It's called crossfade. I gotta get you in boot. Wow, I have really changed. God bless.
I cannot, can't not, and I won't not.
That was my week.
Wow. Okay.
And we lost the game because y'all niggas wanted to leave early, and I bet if we would have stayed, we would have won.
The Dodgers lost?
Yes, we lost by 1.
Wow.
When?
Nigga, yesterday.
Y'all went to one game.
They were up by 2 when we left.
No, it was 2-1 when we left. No, it was actually 1-0 when we left.
So when the fuck did the Cubs come back?
Obviously when we left.
We left at the 7th.
No, we left at the top of the 8th.
Exactly, the top of the 8th. The game is over at the bottom of the 9th.
Right. Is that not enough time to score? It is.
Wow, we should have stayed.
Right. Y'all niggas wanted to leave because y'all was low on battery or whatever the fuck.
I was never low on battery.
Baseball games get a little
They were low on battery.
But Dodgers games are actually fun.
I went once.
Yeah, I like Dodger games.
I think they were just there for I'm at a Dodger game. They didn't really care.
Yeah.
It's real that.
So, and they just wanted the pictures and view and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I need to post my picture there. But maybe I won't post it today because it's Father's Day. I feel like that's rude.
Calvin, what?
Why the fuck did that matter?
Because I feel like I should let the father shine.
Honestly, I'm not posting any of my father bashing stuff on social media today.
Save that for later.
Okay. I guess it's a part of the show later on.
It is part of the show later on.
Okay.
I pay Father's Day no attention. So it's time for Bitch You Better Read.
You're not even ready.
I was ready.
You knew this was coming.
I was ready, but we also were.
I'm not saying it again. I'm not saying it again.
Just play the fucking
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Bitch You Better Read.
What's my favorite word?
I can't even hear the fucking soundbite.
So yes, you can, you fucking slimy slut. You don't want your headphones.
Always want to run.
You don't want to want your headphones down to 0. Your headphones
always want to
your
run
headphones are down at 0 because we're too loud. Meanwhile,
no,
the
it's
audience,
just you.
Meanwhile, the
Fine.
audience.
It's just
meanwhile,
you.
the audience tells us they can't hear us.
No, it's literally just you.
No, you guys are too
It's
loud.
literally
you guys
just
are
you.
way too loud.
It's just you. It's just you. You scream every Sunday. It's just you.
Way too loud. It's just way too loud. Meanwhile, everybody's talking about, I can't hear none of y'all.
It's just you. Like,
no,
it's literally
you.
just you.
It is you, Christopher.
Can we get to number 1?
Yeah, see what I did with. Now, at the start of this, I would like to say that I'm not too pleased with this news week. It was really like scraping the bottom of the barrel. Moving forward. Number 1. So, justice for Junior. All 5 suspects were found guilty in the murder of Lisandro Jr. Guzman Feliz. The 5 people accused in the mistaken identity murder of Bronx teen Lisandro Jr. Guzman Feliz, makes me feel like I'm in the Bronx saying all that, have been found guilty. A jury found them guilty on all counts Friday, including first-degree murder and gang assault, CBS New York reports. The tragic fatal stabbing happened nearly a year ago. Damn. Time is flying. The tragic fatal stabbing happened nearly a year ago outside of a Bronx bodega. Prosecutors said Junior fought like hell to escape his killers, who thought that he was a part of a rival gang. Junior's story moved many, prompting people to call for justice in his name on social media with the hashtag #JusticeForJunior. During deliberations, jurors asked to rewatch the graphic surveillance videos showing the moment of the attack and to rehear testimony alleging the murder was planned to target a member of a rival gang. His parents were among those anxiously waiting to hear the verdict. I'm not going to have my son back, but those killers, those murderers, they were going to be outside killing another kid, Junior's mother, Leandra Feliz, told reporters. My son was a good kid. He was only 15 years old. He was doing his best in school at the time when the tragedy happened. He was in the NYPD Explorers program. He was a really good kid. He never been into any problems in his life until those killers murdered my son. The message going through to people, see what happened to those killers. Not sure what she was trying to say in that quote. If they continue to do violence in the city, they're going to get the same thing, Bronx DA Darcel Clark said. We hope the verdicts bring closure to the family after so much pain, Clark said. Junior came to symbolize all of the young people who have lost their lives to brutal gang violence. Today's verdict fortifies the Bronx community's stand against violence. Murder 1 comes with a mandatory sentence of life in prison, and the defendants are facing the max of life without parole. Sentencing is set for July 16th. 9 other suspects are also accused of taking part in the assault, and they will be tried at a later date. So I just put this in here because 1, wow, a year later. And 2, it's good to see some type of justice happen. Now, I don't want to be this bitch, but I am that bitch. So would justice be brought if it were 5 white kids that killed this Spanish kid?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to post that question.
Absolutely not.
Because it's great, but at the same time, it's like, damn, more minorities in jail.
Oh, wait, what you mean? Do you mean like we?
I'm saying if Junior was killed by 5 white kids as opposed to 5 other Hispanics, would they be in jail?
Oh, no.
Which is wild, because
I feel like they'll be, handcuffed and let off, like how they be handcuffed and then they just let them go.
I think since it was caught on tape, they would have, but I think the penalty would have been whatever the penalty they're going to get would have been less than what the other people, because I don't think they would have let them go because they knew that it would have been a riot all through Brooklyn,
Bronx.
But
what difference does a camera make when we have body cams when police kill black men?
No, not one. True.
So it's like, I'm grateful that his family has closure and that they're possibly going to be sentenced to prison, but it's just more Hispanics and more minorities in prison. We need the same energy for white people. We need the same, and I'm not gonna make this that moment. I'm just saying, like, woo, the criminal justice system is coming through, but they're only coming through because it's people of our skin color.
All right. I agree.
Ass backwards, but justice for Junior.
So wait, did we say? So the camera shows that they did not.
No, the camera shows that they absolutely did everything.
Oh,
that
they
did
accused everything. Of. They carried that boy from inside that
so
bodega.
The Hispanics did do it.
Killed him outside.
Without a doubt, they chased him down. Junior jumped over a bodega counter to try and find some type of safety, and then the store owner.
I'm confused. Justice for what?
Justice for Junior is bringing these boys to prison. Junior is already dead, but they never
so arrest these niggas.
Right, like put them in jail.
I thought we were saying justice like they didn't do shit.
No, Junior is the dead person.
Oh, okay. I thought Junior was like the Junior boys or some shit like that. Okay. Lock these niggas up.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want the energy to be consistent. I want them to be in jail, but I just had to pose the question because we're hyped that the police are doing their job, but is it because these people are not white? I don't know. Number two. Okay, so Diddy congratulates Cassie and Alex Fine on their bun in the oven.
I'm so tired of Diddy.
I want to talk about this for nothing but petty reasons. Diddy is living up to his new moniker, Brother Love. Many people were concerned with Diddy's state of mind after his former longtime Jim Jones Chrissy longtime girlfriend Cassie confirmed news, which was exclusively broken by the Shade Room, of her pregnancy.
Go ahead, Shade Room. Break something.
Cassie took to Instagram to officially confirm the good news that she and her new man's Alex Fine were having a baby girl. Just days after the official announcement, Diddy took to Instagram on Friday to publicly congratulate the couple on their new bundle of joy. Diddy wished the pair nothing but love and happiness. But what do y'all think about this? Is this a petty moment or is it a moment of growth?
I don't think it's a petty moment. I think that what happened is that they had some issues and he knows in the public eye they're waiting for his response. They're waiting for him to say something evil. They're waiting for him to say something petty. They're waiting for him to say something that can be misconstrued. So what he did was he said congratulations. Like, honestly, if you have love for somebody and you love somebody that's been in your life that long, it's not going to be, you're not just going to wash them away and say fuck them. So if this is something that she wanted and this is something that she wanted, which I don't know why they didn't have kids, but congratulations.
How can you say that when he did that for Kim?
When he said what? When he said congratulations again?
No, he washed her away basically.
Yeah, I think she got, or they just got tired of not having the commitment.
This is why I'm sick of Diddy. He's only being this let's spare positive love type shit just because Kim passed away. And I feel like that's...
No, I think he was doing a little bit before.
Okay, but now he's so excessive with it because he lost Kim. And I just feel like I hate when people try to I wish I would have did this differently. Like, nigga, you could have did that while she was here. But now all of a sudden you wish you would have married her just because she passed away? And now you want to spread all this love just because she passed away? Nigga, he was being petty. He don't give a fuck about Cassie and that nigga.
You don't think he does?
No.
I do think that, and to answer your first question, I think it's okay for him to have this new outlook because it's perspective. Realizing that now Kim is gone and that you can't get it back, it's like, oh, well, when you do feel these feelings, you need to capitalize on them. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with perspective and retrospect. But I do agree with Calvin's point, too, that he knows that the public is looking to see what he is going to say because Diddy is Diddy. But, you know, it was like, well, what are your intentions with this girl? Because like I said in the intro, Diddy's long.
Well, he with her for like 10 years? Or longer than that?
Diddy was with Cassie since Me and You.
Yeah, they've been together for a long time.
I'm dragging it.
So that was longer than 10 years?
Me and You came out like 2004.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like
Diddy's
15
trash.
years.
I don't know the value. I don't know
the relationship was
I don't know the dynamics in the relationship. I know that it does seem like the ultimate like fuck you on her end too. Almost like I done got this fine ass nigga.
She found a new nigga in a matter of months.
Do you really you really would consider that a fuck you? It's been so long.
She can do what she wants.
And she can do what she wants, but then also Diddy can do what he wants.
And I don't know what it is that he's doing.
Living his life. He's rich and he just feel like he can do whatever.
I wonder what girl's next. Because, like, I don't know.
He gonna find him a young chick.
Well, he has this. It's alleged that he's dating this young Asian chick.
Diddy is just. I'm over Diddy.
I enjoy Diddy. For me personally, I don't want to be in any situation that spans 15 years with no. Do I mean what I'm about to say?
You probably do.
I don't know. I guess it depends on the relationship. If I'm really content with it, maybe I don't need that. But that is a long damn time to not have no actual commitment, not lock things down.
I do feel like these celebrity people be staying with the other celebrity person that they're with. It's because of who they are. That's the only reason. She probably didn't back out.
You think because she had a nice
because
life?
It's Diddy, yeah.
Everything was taken
it's Diddy.
Care of.
He's never gonna be broke, and it's Diddy. That's why. And if I honestly feel like if Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z, if he was just some up and coming rapper or some shit like that, and didn't know his career, she would have left that nigga. I think
ambition does play into attractiveness.
But I'm saying if Jay was like I'm saying if he was like a DJ Unk, like somebody who literally made one track,
not a DJ.
Well, yeah,
Unk.
who's not known at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, but
She
you
would've left that nigga.
you also date across.
And she
You date
stayed.
across or you date up.
She stayed because he's Jay-Z. Without her, he's still Jay-Z.
Cool.
Jay-Z.
Beyonce. And Jay-Z, like he's still whole.
But I mean, also without him, she's still Beyonce.
But yeah,
I mean, yeah, that too.
But I say, I think you date across or you date up, and in some cases with Jay-Z and Beyonce, I think they dated across, and with Diddy and Cassie, she dated up.
She definitely dated up, but I want to date with someone who just like with Beyonce and Jay-Z. There is stuff that comes out of the relationship. On Diddy's end, Diddy was. Cassie just stopped doing everything.
That shit just hit me.
Cassie stopped doing everything. Wasn't a song to be found. Not a lick of a video. It was just like, what happened?
It was just because she fine. Like that's it.
But like, where does her ambition go? I know Diddy is stacked, but Cassie is not. Stacked by association does not make you stacked, in my mind. Mm-hmm. So what's going on, Cassie?
I don't even know.
Your career had a long way to go, and you just got off the road.
She and her career had a long ass way to go. That hit me.
What was you about to say?
They just hit me that date across or date up. Like,
oh, nigga, you've been
speaking to myself. You date across or you date up.
That's real. Because there have been moments where maybe I have dated down.
I know I've dated down.
Nigga.
Yeah.
We know.
I know I've dated down.
Down Skid Row.
The Chelsea Homeless Shelter.
Did I tell you I seen Thanksgiving at Pride?
No.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
From a distance. Like, we didn't speak.
Oh, you didn't tell Eric the $20 story.
Wait a minute.
Eric, so the short version is I don't save numbers in my phone. You know that. Some people are not saved. So someone hit me up asking to borrow $20. I thought it was one of my students. I asked them to send me their Chase information because I didn't have Cash App time, and it was Thanksgiving. Stalker. I hadn't talked to that Thanksgiving stalker since November.
That's bold as fuck. I would never.
Bold as hell.
I would never.
And then I seen him at Pride.
Would you ever?
No.
I would never.
No. Absolutely.
What?
I definitely seen him at Pride from.
I haven't talked to you for 6 months.
Right.
And you asked me for some money.
Are you? What?
I don't give a fuck how much it is. You asked me for $1. No.
I didn't even respond.
Damn.
And that I ghosted him, I guess, because I never responded.
I wish you would.
You see?
I wish you would have texted you as like, "Hey, so are you not gonna send it?" Like, I wish that conversation would have.
I just did not. And then I seen him at the Pride from a distance, and we kind of locked eyes, and I just turned my head like
real quick. Did you have a hat on?
I did. I had a good wig on, and then then like I know that he's seen Breon too, so.
Oh, he does. Of course, he knows Breon.
Yeah, he knows the whole fucking family.
I don't think I have him on social media, but then again, I have all of Kelvin's past on my social media.
You're a bone collector,
real Sheree. Wow.
But yeah,
that's really bold.
Yeah, it was really bold, and really. But I did see him from a distance, and I think that maybe that's one person. Did I ghost him?
You definitely
you told him why y'all had a conversation.
Oh,
did you?
We definitely had a conversation.
Respect. You see, that conversation for me is weird.
It's not. It's just being honest. That's literally all it is.
No, I get that it's complete honesty. It's my phrasing.
Because people always say they want honesty in a relationship,
but not everyone can take it.
This is true.
All you have to do is it depends on how you deliver it. Don't sit here and say I really can't fuck with you. You get on my fucking nerves. Like, of course, don't say that.
Bitch.
Yeah, of course, don't say all of that.
Right.
But you just I just don't know if this is really. Well, don't even say I don't know, because that gives them opportunity to think that it is. I just don't think this is working.
Just send "Best Thing I Never Had" by Beyonce.
That's right. No. Yes. Don't do that.
There was.
I think that defeats the whole message.
I thought I'm gonna play that in the car ride home.
So, well,
took my Bluetooth
out. Ridiculous. So number three. While we're still on the topic of Diddy's motives, Chris Brown denies leaving comments under Victor Cruz's photo. So,
we all saw him, Chris. The fuck?
We did. It was reported that Chris Brown put on his petty boots and made a few comments under Victor Cruz's photo and suggested that he change his style. However, Chris spoke out on his Instagram story yesterday morning and says that he did not leave those comments and that someone was on his page commenting as if they were him, sending DMs to his followers. As previously reported, the comments made from Chris's account were under a picture of Victor Cruz and Karrueche Tran, who was one of Chris's exes. Things started off on Chris's IG story, where it was questioned, is it a sucker move to think about your ex? Shortly after, the comments under the photo with Victor Cruz and Karrueche followed. On Friday, Chris said in his Instagram story, people going out their way, leave them people alone and stop creating unnecessary drama. Whoever's been DMing any of my followers or commenting as me is lame as fuck.
Question?
It's there. Nonetheless, Chris continues to kill it when it comes to his music. Recently, he released his highly anticipated Drake featured track, No Guidance, which continues to climb the charts, which is kind of a bop. But still, do you guys want to feel like Chris Brown did this or was hacked? And then we'll follow up from there. You think it was hacked?
I think it was hacked. I just feel like Chris don't ever say...
What?
Chris well, I could be biased because Chris is one of my goats.
Okay.
So, but
this is sounding real biased.
But I don't. He don't type like that. Like, if you really pay attention to the shit he posts, he don't type the way that he was typing on there.
Well, Chris Brown,
like, that's the unbiased part. Like, if you really read it, he don't type. When does Chris Brown ever said no shade?
Chris Brown has also been one to get lit.
Chris has also said no shade.
I've never heard Chris say that or seen him type that. He don't type shit like
Most
that.
Most niggas say no shade now.
I do think that it was Chris, and I think that he was in his feelings, and he was like, "Oh shit." Once he got out, he was like, "Oh, that was some sucker shit." So let me say, I honestly did not do it.
I don't think he did it.
I think he did.
I think it's multiple people who run his social, probably.
Eric on my live said Chris Brown did it. Now, I remember the days when Rihanna was, Rihanna's always been bad, but I remember when Chris would throw the eye emojis under there.
Yeah.
Chris has always been one to revert back to his exes.
And this is not the first time he's commenting on Karrueche's shit.
At all. He has a type.
But can he not do that, though? Like, let's just
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but the whole denial of it is like, Chris.
There's nothing wrong with liking
if he
your
actually
ex
did
pictures and stuff if you have a good post-breakup relationship. We've seen the turmoil. We've seen the things, the stalking. She's clearly moved on. I would never comment under your page about your new nigga. That makes me seem bitter and makes me seem like I don't have my shit together because I'm commenting on your new nigga shit. And it wasn't even Carucci's page.
It was Victor's.
It was Victor's page.
Who's Victor, first of all?
Victor Cruz
is an athlete.
Who's he play for?
The Giants.
Is that
You say
football?
that like I don't care for football.
You saying it like I dribble.
There's only two Giants that people talk about. Or used to talk about because now OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. is at Cleveland.
Oh, he's a Cavalier?
Let me make sure.
No, he's not a Cavalier. He's a Brown.
Good God, look, I don't watch sports.
He's a Brown now.
I don't watch sports. I just look for
What's
the
his name?
aesthetic.
Victor what?
Cruz. It's a Giant. He got shoe deal with Nike and everything.
Wow.
I need to make sure you know what you're talking about.
I know a little bit. I know the famous people.
I'm the person you shouldn't listen to unless I'm reading off the screen.
I know the stars.
Like, I just...
He ain't no star.
Yes, he is. Victor Cruz is a star.
Let's see.
Carucci's doing so good now, Chris. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And I feel like Chris, right now, he could have any girl he wants to, but, he's doing his whole fatherhood thing.
He got that girl pregnant, so why is he even...
For the Giants.
Oh.
You don't be knowing what you talk about when it comes to sports, so I had to fact check you.
Oh. Anyways, hey, Ray.
What's going on in the comment section?
Well, did yours actually have been to Monty's Good Burger? I have been to Monty's Good Burger. It's an amazing place.
Stop. Speaking of Good Burger.
Yes.
Kel Mitchell is opening up a pop-up shop.
Really?
Of Good Burger. Tickets going to sell tomorrow. This is July. It's on July 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it's opening for. I'm buying my ticket tomorrow.
A pop-up shop.
Chris, how much are tickets?
Nigga, I'm buying it tomorrow. I don't know.
Let me know.
Is it merchandise?
It's food. It's a restaurant.
What?
I'm going.
That's so cute.
And I have to be there. They're selling good burgers, good fries, good shakes.
I have to go too.
I think tomorrow. I think that day I will eat a Good Burger. I may be sick as shit the next day. I may be sick as fuck the next day.
It's in Santa Monica. It's July 10th. I know it's during the day, so I need to tell my boss I have a doctor's appointment or some shit. Because I have to go.
So coughing.
Let me just go.
Unless it's like unless it's open for a period of time, then okay. But
that's conclave week.
I know. So then I'm already going to be out that Monday and Friday. So I don't care, honestly.
I don't either. I'm gonna stop. Like, if I just said, I don't want to say fuck it to work because I don't want to be homeless, but like if I said fuck it some more, I wouldn't miss shit like the fucking block party. So I might have to just go. I don't want to miss a life moment because I need to clock in for the day.
I have to see it. Oh, did y'all watch all that last night?
No.
I was. I think that's why you shut your door and was not wanting to talk.
It was. You know what? It was decent. I feel like they need more cast members.
I feel like the kids seem so young. Was that how young the other ones were?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We were just
these kids
the
don't
same age.
Kel and Mitchell, they weren't like
Kellen Mitchell?
They were older.
They looked it.
Keenan and Kel, they were a little older.
They looked it.
Like some niggas were like 16, 15. Like these niggas are like 13,
they
11,
10.
12. Yeah.
Well, that's how old like Nick Cannon and Amanda Bynes were.
Nah, Nick was like
Amanda
16.
Bynes definitely looked like these kids do now.
Nick was a teenager.
A teen what?
Back in all that when he first got on?
I don't think he was a teenager.
Yeah, he was.
He was just tall.
How old do you think he was?
14?
13, 14.
Nah, that nigga was a teenager.
That is a teenager. Those are the first two ages of teens. 13, 14.
No, I'm saying I don't think he was that young. I think he was like 16, 17, like older.
We would have to do some math. I don't know how old he is now.
He was born in like the 70s, I feel like. Like 78 or some shit.
Aaliyah would have been 41? 79? No, she'd be 40 on the dot. So he would be 41.
So he was probably he was probably late teens.
Oh, shout outs to Gavin on my live.
What up, Gavin? How you doing? You good, Gavin? Shout out.
You have my next one pulled up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
Issa Rae's speech at the Woman in Film Gala was everything. And it absolutely was. I love Issa Rae so much. I feel like she's truly an icon in the making. Her creativity is everything.
She's already an icon.
I think you're jumping the gun.
I think that Insecure is an iconic thing that's going to go down in history.
Absolutely.
I think everything she's a part of is pretty much iconic.
I think she's phenomenal, but I just want to let time run its course because
okay,
I
Dionne
just
Warwick.
don't know. Well,
she's going to be a GOAT by the time she retires.
I absolutely agree with that.
You were gone when Dionne said Beyonce was not an icon.
I watched it on the Wendy Williams show, but this is the thing. Dionne Warwick,
who's that?
She's this, I would say legendary singer. I don't necessarily categorize her as that, but from what I know about her, she's considered a legendary singer. Legendary. She is the cousin of Whitney Houston?
Yes, but before then, she was the most placed African-American chart topper on the Billboard 100.
That's pretty big.
Pretty big.
Especially during her time.
She's legend.
Is this the woman who said something about her on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the difference between Beyonce and Issa is the time span. Beyonce's been out since the 90s. Issa's been
Since
a thing since
Well, I mean,
most
these
5
are
years.
two different genres anyway.
Two different genres,
Do
but
you
I'm
know
saying
that
in terms of like,
Bills turned 20 years old on Wednesday?
I mean, it makes sense. I'm 25.
You were 5 when that came out?
No. Bills came out in like 98, 99. So I was 4. I was roughly 5, yeah.
Wow.
So,
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah. We've been talking about automobiles that long.
I think, like with Issa, I just want to see
my
what she does.
automobiles.
Wow, I haven't had a car in mad long, and I'm still singing that faithfully.
Can you pay my automobiles?
What fucking automobiles?
Not like my like
Not
automobile, but like automobiles.
Like that's clever. That's some real bird clever shit. I didn't even notice that until you said it. Wow. Kudos to whoever wrote that.
That's how it is?
Yes.
My automobiles.
I thought you were saying like my audible.
No, like my automobile, but automobile.
I
think
no.
Bars.
I think the word
Bars.
just happens to go together. I think they were saying automobile.
No,
But that doesn't
no.
make
It was like, can you
sense.
pay my automobiles?
Hey, my automobile, like my car note.
It was a play on words. She
That's
made up
what I'm
a word.
saying.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
made up that word, but it's
Right.
just dope.
I mean,
Did she write
automobile
that?
is a word.
Wow.
No, I think Candy wrote that.
She's so fucking amazing.
I think Candy wrote
God
that.
damn it, Candy. But this is
It
my
sound
point in
like a
saying
Candy
that
song.
everything sounds like a Candy song when it's jaded. So with Issa Rae, I do believe Issa Rae will be an icon because she's so unique and she's so true to herself and she's so perfect. But I just need the time to give that to her because I feel like there are a lot of people that we've jumped the gun with, and I just
Like who?
In
Here
my
we go
mind,
again.
Drake.
He's already an icon.
I don't think so. I think he's super talented.
You guys can see the boss, so they sent me, dawg.
He's literally already an icon.
I think he's talented. I think you guys. People say Nicki Minaj is iconic,
The Barbs do. I don't think she's iconic.
but a lot of people think she is. And I'm like, with Nicki Minaj,
No. Actually, she's iconic for what she did for women rap. She is.
she's great. She's absolutely great. I just need, and I do. I definitely called her iconic. I've called Nicki Minaj iconic.
Who Nicki Minaj? She will
She's
go
iconic
down
for
as
what she's
Absolutely.
done. For what she's done,
I
she
think
is
she's
iconic.
been innovative. I think she was great.
And her record sales. She's iconic.
Yeah, but I just maybe because I'm not a huge Drake fan, but that's besides the point. I respect the art. I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not invested. But with Issa, I just want to give her a little more time to see what else she can do and what else she will do before I throw that at her. But I have no doubt that she will be there. I'm just not rushing the process. But this speech that she did at the Women in Film Gala was really good. She basically wrote some Issa type rap from Insecure, and it was great. So take a listen, guys.
Like Elizabeth was saying earlier, sometimes I feel like as women, we tend to downplay our.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know that was going to stop.
Got to keep it there.
Child, we had technical difficulty. My bad.
Lord, not Megan Thee Stallion
Oh,
performing.
what
How did
the
you even
hell?
get there?
It says watch on Instagram. Child, I'm trying to. What the hell is going on?
Like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, while Kevin gets his life,
What the hell?
wait, hold on. Eric said, "Oh no, okay." Candy wrote that song with Tiny. He is not an icon.
I don't get how anyone says Drake is not an icon.
I'm just not a.
In what world is he not an icon? How hasn't he done iconic shit?
What has he done that's iconic?
What mixtape you know has been nominated for a Grammy?
I don't know.
What rapper do you know has?
I feel like at this point that's the thing.
No, it's not. What I mean now it is. What rapper do you know has shoe line that's actually decent?
He has a shoe line.
Mm-hmm. He has a clothing line too. All this shit.
Well,
Always
I know
sells
the
out.
clothing line, but the clothing line is basic as fuck.
No, it's not. It's really dope to me.
You're a minimalist.
It's dope to me. Who sells out shows the way he does?
But I think that's the hype around him. When I listen to his music, it's nothing super innovative. People just really like Drake. When I listen to it, it's nothing profound.
Real quick, this is what the people on the boards are saying while this video is coming back to fruition. It's saying that she's already a GOAT. That's what Ray said. Keith said she's iconic. Keith said Drake is the biggest artist in music since 2010.
Literally.
And then Ray said Drake and Issa both show years and years and years of unseen work beforehand. And Issa just is just now getting her recognition she deserves. Everything she has done and will do will just continue to add up.
I believe that, she's done work since her days on YouTube. I'm just saying I'm not in a rush.
Black Girl is my shit.
Not in a rush to push the process.
And then Drake was on Degrassi. Who goes from Degrassi to the biggest known artist in
you have a lot of actors and actresses that start in acting and then move to music.
Like, who's good at it?
LL Cool J did it.
Latifah, Will Smith.
Will Smith did it. Like,
these are 3 people.
Who cares? They're all phenomenal.
Right, but these...
LL Cool J gets discredited, but LL Cool J has
he's
been
not
doing
a great actor. But he's not a great actor. But he's not a great actor.
But he was one of the innovators of doing it.
You know who else don't
Please
get
don't say
enough?
Beyonce, because she's not a great actress.
Beyonce's not a great actress.
I was not going to say that. I was going to say
no one was saying
Ice-T.
He's not a good actor.
Ice Cube.
He's not a good actor.
Ice Cube and Ice-T.
Ice Cube's not bad.
What has he been in where you liked it?
I enjoyed him growing up.
And what?
I think Ice-T was good in Friday. I think he was good in Friday.
Ice Cube in Friday?
Ice Cube
played himself.
He didn't. He played Craig.
It was a vibe, and people still quote that shit.
He literally played himself.
Who the fuck quotes Degrassi? But y'all still saying bye, Felicia.
Right.
Granted, it didn't come out his mouth, but that's a product of him.
He wrote it.
I'm just saying.
He wrote it.
I'm just saying.
He wrote it. Q wrote it.
I know Q wrote it.
What people don't recognize, Q writes those movies.
Okay.
And he wrote, fucking, Are We There Yet? And shit.
No one liked it. Does anyone talk about
There's
that?
3 Are You There Yet?
We were kids.
And only 1 is okay.
We were
the
kids.
first one is okay.
There's 3 of them.
No one
People
is talking about
clearly love
Degrassi
them.
today.
People
are talking about
Confession, never seen it.
People stopped talking about it because it was gone for so long. People do that all the time. Then when he came back and did the I'm Upset video, people loved it again.
You know, people never stop talking about Living Single. People never stop.
Yeah, they did. They stopped talking about it before they got back on Hulu.
I love Living Single. I never stopped.
It only got relevant again because it got on Hulu.
But I'm just saying, I think Drake is cool. Don't get me wrong. But I think a lot of Drake's career is hype. I think he's very consistent. I think he works hard. I don't take that from him. But I feel like his music is nothing super profound. He's talented. He's a good writer. I don't hear anything from Drake that is, whoa, psh, never.
I don't know. I feel like you haven't listened to mixtape Drake, and I don't know if you listen to.
Just not invested.
Yeah, I don't think
I've heard him all throughout my middle school and all throughout now.
What was out during middle school?
What? It's like him
like
and
Take
like
Care,
this,
Thank Me Later.
whatever he's like in this fall-less looking type thing with a pea coat on.
Comeback season? Do you know how goaty that mixtape is?
Is that called comeback season?
Yes.
Yeah.
That mixtape was amazing.
And Drake fan world. That is one of like the.
You see what I'm saying? It's
Are you serious?
It's like Nicki Barb world. It's
hold
like
up.
For me, I'm not. You can play music.
No,
I
just want to play one song. I just want to play one song.
It really.
I just need to play one song.
You playing the song would not help or hurt your point. You're not.
It'll help.
You're not getting anywhere with you playing the song.
And Drake was not a bomb actor on Degrassi. He was just Jimmy in a wheelchair. He was an actor and he was cool, but he wasn't anything.
And now.
Think they really ready for my wardrobe. I show up right before the store closed and blow the fee for my last 4 shows. I do one song and use 4 flows. She used to be a Christian before, and now all she wanna do is shop for Christian Dior clothes. Like, baby, those are cute.
I adore those.
Me and the salesman build a rapport so he understands the fact that I'm spending offshore dough.
Drake snaps on anything he does.
You see that right there? The fact that you said that he snapped, and I'm still sitting here very calm. Song? It's just a matter of taste. It's really a matter of taste. I think he's talented. I'm not taking anything away from his art or anything. I just personally am not overhyped by Drake. I think he's good at what he does. How some people would say Beyonce is overrated. I love what Beyonce does. It's a matter of taste.
You didn't like the song?
Chris, us liking this song has nothing to do with what this is talking about.
Yeah. How about you pull up whatever we're supposed to be listening to right now?
It's already up.
Why haven't you played it?
Because you keep carrying this Drake conversation.
We have to carry something. We didn't know you was fucking ready.
Eric knew I was done.
Eric, did you know he was done?
Everybody knew this.
So why didn't anyone say anything?
Everybody knew you're carrying
no
this
one
Drake
knew this.
icon.
What did you do but sat there on your fucking phone and didn't say shit?
I didn't want to cut your argument because you were so passionate about
No,
it.
I wasn't that passionate about it.
You
If we were in the middle of a story.
We were trying to be
no. Actually, we were in the middle of a fucking story. We were in the middle of a fucking story. Your ass fucked up the computer.
I did not.
So we decided to have a conversation because you were on your fucking phone and fucked up the computer.
No,
That's
I
what
never
the fuck
fucked
happened.
up the computer. I was on my phone making story cards.
Argument is pointed.
Like Elizabeth was saying earlier, sometimes I feel like as women, we tend to downplay ourselves. We tend to dim our light. And we're kind of conditioned socially to be humble. And I grew up in the age of hip-hop. I grew up being a huge hip hop fan, and none of my favorite artists are humble. They don't even know what that means. So in writing my speech, I decided to embrace this moment in honor of them.
I'm going to come back on live when y'all can actually hear the conversation.
But before I do, I just want to say thank you, Women in Film. I'm honored for this. Thank you so much. I also realized, in writing this, a lot of it was just about saying the opposite of what I would normally say, so keep that in mind, too. Emerging Entrepreneur Award.
Yeah, we should have just went to the second one.
I didn't know it was going to end.
I didn't either.
Emerging Entrepreneur Award. Duh. I'm the first, so you future need to bow down unless you're ready to catch my fade with your weak ass. I'm closing all doors behind me, so if you didn't make it in, oops, you're bad. Figure it out. Entrepreneur means I did that by myself. That being said, Benoni, Vanessa, Denise, Montrell, and the rest of my team, y'all some suckers. Y'all stuck around me, even though I could have done this without you. Let's be real. Y'all stupid.
Well, they need like a countdown timer.
I know, give me some.
UTA, worry about that writer's strike instead of worrying about me. Casey and Amy at HBO, keep running me my money, please, and thank you. And to everybody who claims to have helped me get here, okay, and? So in conclusion,
I hate when people say that.
Is that Rachel something?
Yeah.
In conclusion, entrepreneur till I die, I deserve this. Bye.
All right, that's enough. They're loud.
Oh, that's a long-standing ovation.
She's so great. Issa's so great. I don't want to say GOAT because I don't want something to stop and then she's just gone.
But she is a GOAT.
She's so good.
She has that new movie coming out, and she's working on a new movie. She's working like 2 movies. I think when it's all said and done, she will be.
She will once she's done.
She's already in the conversation.
She deserves all of the conversation. She started new conversation. Issa has made being human so likable because that is what Insecure is. It is the human life personified for the screen, and she's dope. I just don't want to rush anything. But I think she's incredible. I think she's absolutely incredible. I think Drake is incredible. I just don't always care for the sound. And so on and so forth. I think it's about time. Like with Dionne Warwick, I feel like her comment was so left field. I feel like Beyonce has put in work for decades upon decades upon decades. So it's like, how can you say she's not iconic after almost 30 years of great work?
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's disrespectful.
I think it's for me, it's like the time of it because we are blessed with creative skills, but how can you make that stretch? How can you keep it consistent? How can you mend it for the times that we're in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Issa's incredible. She's phenomenal. I just want to see Issa in 5 years.
But it's a lot of
10 years.
It's a lot of icon artists who don't like this generations of people's music.
Absolutely.
So she probably just don't like her. She probably just is over her music, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Same way their parents probably didn't like their type of music. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Like how some people would say Justin Bieber is an icon.
Justin is an icon.
He is an icon.
And I get how, but talent-wise, I'm not going to say he's an icon.
He can sing. He puts
decent.
out great music.
I think he's okay.
He hasn't put out music in a while, but he puts out great music.
I think he's okay. Still sounds like a little kid. So number 5.
Number 5!
All right, this one is I just needed to finish, but you better read. So Cuba Gooding Jr. has been arrested for allegedly groping woman in a New York City bar. That was Road Jersey. Yeah, I tried watching the video, but the quality was kind of grainy.
I couldn't even tell if he really did anything.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. But Cuba Gooding Jr. has been arrested for allegedly groping a woman in a New York City bar, though he maintains his innocence in the incident. He turned himself in a few days ago to the Manhattan Special Victims Unit, which was a part of his plan to cooperate with the investigation, TMZ reports. He brought his attorney, Mark Heller, with him and is expected to be booked for forcible touching, which is a misdemeanor crime. Heller told TMZ that he had seen surveillance video from the Magic Hour rooftop bar and lounge, which he is confident will show no criminality on Cuba's part. Because of that, it was a possibility that Cuba would not surrender, but something must have changed. The incident took place early Monday morning when a woman called 911 to report that Cuba touched her breast without her consent. There was a video of Cuba partying it up all over social media at the bar, but it wasn't immediately clear if the alleged victim is seen with him in those videos. Cuba denies touching anyone inappropriately that night and was headed to Los Angeles Tuesday night, where he insisted nothing happened that could even be misconstrued as assault. Cops will likely take a mugshot of Cuba, get his fingerprints, and give him a court date whenever they do. He is expected to be released shortly thereafter. There were reports that a second woman came forward to say that Cuba groped her nearly a decade ago. Oh, here we go. She reportedly decided to come forward after Cuba made headlines this week for the alleged assault. The older incident also allegedly happened in Manhattan, but at a restaurant. It wasn't immediately clear if the alleged victim in that incident was going to press charges or if law enforcement had plans to investigate and charge Cuba on the older claims. So,
here we go, another black man.
Period.
I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, and I don't want to seem like I'm that guy right now. But there has been so many things going on with this Me Too movement, and now Cuba's arrested out of everybody else that did something or allegedly did something.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said Cuba's the only guy, the next guy to get arrested out of all the other actors and all these other things of people who have allegedly done something. From Matt Lauer to the other dude on the news to just all these actors, Kevin Spacey, all these other people that have no charges or anything brought against them. I'm so confused.
He's black.
That's a part of the reason why I didn't necessarily want to do this. I don't want to victim shame, even
black.
if they're even victims. I don't even want to have to speculate. One, the video quality did nothing for me.
Nothing. We didn't even post it because we couldn't even see shit.
There was no point.
So hold on, you can get arrested for just by grabbing someone's breast?
It's sexual harassment.
Yeah. I don't know how the police system works. I think you can be arrested even for a line of questioning if for what you're doing seems questionable.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, you know.
But they didn't have to put him in cuffs. They didn't have to walk him through the front. All the other stuff.
Oh, you know they were going to have this moment. They were going to have this
Cuba
moment.
is an Oscar award-winning actor.
Was
it
Jerry
radio?
Maguire.
Oh.
Jerry Maguire.
Oh.
Yeah.
He should have gotten one from what's that movie? What's that movie he did where he was a scuba diver?
Oh, it's not Deep Blue, is it?
It was a Robert Downey Jr.
I know what you're talking about.
No, not Robert Downey. Robert De Niro.
I know what you're talking about when he played the black man.
He should have got one.
Something service, honor, glory.
You know what movie I'm talking about. He should have got one for that.
He should have got one for Pride.
With Bernie Mac?
No, wasn't with Cuba Jude with
Terrence
Howard. Oh, well, Terrence should have got one for Pride.
Was that the swimming movie?
He did a great job
that was
as
a good
Cuba
movie.
Gooding Jr.
I don't even think Cuba was nowhere near in that movie. I don't even think he had a cameo.
He did a great job.
He wasn't like the janitor.
He was Cuba in that movie.
I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up because it was news.
He's black. That's why he was arrested.
Yeah. I'm over it. What are the comments say as we leave? Bitch, you better read.
But
I'm sure it's a lot of mixed reviews in there.
It is a lot of mixed reviews. It's so interesting that people are talking about the Drake. So this is what's going on, okay?
I don't.
Let me scroll up. Okay, so Didier said Frank Ocean. I don't know why he said Frank Ocean. I missed that part. But Ray said, right, Degrassi hole, Jimmy. I was there when he was shot, man.
We all
Wheelchair and all. Little Aubrey heart emoji to become Drake. Still wow. Keith said, are we here yet was huge, Chris.
Are we there yet was huge.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the first one.
And Ray said she still talks about Degrassi. Keith said Eric literally has no idea what he's talking about.
How? I know exactly what I'm talking about. I said, in my opinion, I'm not a fan of his music. I know exactly what I'm talking about in regards to my opinion.
Ray said that is a fact. Drake is still a topic. The fact that Drake is still a topic of discussion
since 2009,
and you remember him from middle school says so much. And Eric, just Jimmy, I'm hurt.
He was just Jimmy.
And Didier is making another Channel Orange reference as to Frank Ocean. Keith is saying, right, Ray, how many artists can last through multiple decades and era? Ray agrees. And Charlie and Ray also said they love Issa.
I respect the time spent.
I don't think none of us can name 10 artists.
Super fan. We probably could name 10 artists
who are still relevant in at
who
least 3 decades.
Decades, yeah.
Name 10.
Let's see. Prince, Beyonce, Janet, Michael. How many is that?
4.
Whitney,
Mariah, Usher.
Don't help. Let him in.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's just a matter of which ones, because I don't want to go super, super old, because I was about to say Luther Vandross. I felt like I was going back.
Nicki.
She lasted 1 decade. This is kind of the end.
She's not relevant anymore.
Wow.
She's not about to be relevant anymore.
Yeah,
Megatron.
She's low-key on her way out.
Yeah.
Who else is there that has lasted that long? Damn, I'm going
multiple decades.
Patti LaBelle.
Okay, so give me some newer artists. Okay. Because you are going back.
Yeah, I know.
Rihanna.
Justin Timberlake.
Riri.
Rihanna, too. That was a
Name
shocker.
people that he's not saying, because he keeps helping you.
But either way, this shows that the list is that long.
We only had 9. Name one more.
Let me pick the right person, because there are many names I could throw.
And let them be newer.
Okay.
I know when you could easily say.
Fuck it, Erykah Badu. But she has.
Ain't nobody talking about her no more.
That's not true.
What the?
Who still talks about Erykah?
Erykah Badu is booking out stadiums.
That's not fair.
Who still talks about Erykah?
I do.
Stadiums.
I love Erykah Badu.
I need.
Who's still bumping the Erykah Badu album? Which one?
Baduism. I really
from
love
the
Erykah
90s?
Badu. I love Erykah Badu. I'm a nostalgia kid.
I don't think anyone is still talking about her.
But the point is, there are many artists that have done it. It's just a matter of what your ear likes. I think Drake is great. His fans go harder for him than I will, because I'm not that big a fan. It doesn't mean, oh, fuck his work line, throw out his catalog. He's just not a GOAT in my mind. Okay. Y'all can have that.
He's a legend.
To y'all, have fun with that. I just don't care for him that much.
Let's get into the topic,
please. Because we can just agree to disagree.
So we have the new topic.
I don't have it.
Because you played question, that's new, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have that.
Did you still want the Will Smith one?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, and Chris Brown.
Yeah, I don't have it in my email.
Chris Brown definitely has spanned decades. Why didn't he not come to mind?
Yeah, Chris Brown.
Wait, did you play question from the email?
Yeah, from my email that I had.
I only sent him question.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, you must have just sent that.
I just sent it to you.
Okay, I want to play it. So hold on.
So yeah, what's going on in the chat while Chris gets his sound bite together? I want to make sure I keep up with this as much as possible.
3 comments.
Never know. Actually, definitely had
Ray
this on the
said
TV.
of this generation, and then she said, "Whoa, Chris, pump the brakes on Erykah." And then she said, Ray said, "It's okay, Eric. We still love you."
Well, thank you, babe.
Now it is time. You ready?
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he about to play from his phone.
Now it is time for the topic.
Here I go. Watch out.
You done wound me up. All right.
I
don't care what
approve.
you say. I really don't.
I don't approve.
I don't
approve
I like
of
it.
this message.
I like it. It's not. It's for me to like. I feel like, right?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause it's my
your
segment.
Yeah, it's your segment, definitely.
So anyway, the topic for today is
that was
men.
the last time it'll be played.
It won't be.
Thanks.
It will be multiple
No
Sundays in a row.
No.
So the topic now is men go to the fucking doctor. So I had went to the doctor 2 weeks ago, and my doctor said like I was the first male she's seen in months. And I was like, the fuck, in months? What do you mean in months? Niggas don't come to the doctor? Well, of course I didn't say it like that. But I was like, niggas don't come to the doctor? And she said, it's just often that men they either feel like, you know, they're good if nothing's wrong with them, or if they're not, like, you know, if they don't feel anything, they're just like, oh, I must be fine. So I just wanted to, I don't even know where this could even go. I'm just going to read you some stuff I found on the internet, and that I just feel like could be vital to men.
Educate the masses, Chris.
So your annual physical keeps you healthy, helps monitor your health over time, and prevents illness like heart attacks and cancer. Even though that there are great benefits to go to the doctor, many men don't go. Men don't want to find out that there is something wrong with them, whether it's a STD, cancer, HIV, health issues. Not going to the doctor and finding these things out can cause your body to break down and die if you aren't even going to treat them. A lot of men say, I'm familiar with my own body and I recognize something if something changes out of the norm. But if there is a problem, I'll research it and research it myself. And if it doesn't go away, or I can't fix it myself with a diet or exercise or basic first aid, then I'll just go to the doctor. For the last one, according to Everyday Health, 60% of men do not go to the doctor. And I feel like that is a lot. 60 fucking %.
That's a lot of men.
That's more than half.
Yeah, I just want to basically say, men, I just feel like we should go to the doctor.
When's the last time I went to I am in that 60%. I have not been to the doctor in so long.
Yeah, and I think that's a problem for people well, I'm not saying this is you, but like for people to say like, oh, I'm fine. If I don't, you know, I must be fine. Like my boy Jalen. Mm-hmm. This nigga told me he felt like because he don't think he got something or whatever, he not gonna get tested. And he was like, I mean, none of the chicks say they got anything I've been fucking.
Oh, see, that's
and I'm like, dog, just because that don't mean anything. You can have something, but she doesn't. That, you know? So.
It's true. And I do go get tested every 3 months. So I think it's time for me I need to check my card. I think it's time to get tested again. But I think that we also should, as much as we look at sexual health to be important, we should look at physical and mental health to be important as well. I do agree. Good topic, Chris.
And then, like, Jalen was telling me, he be out here raw dogging females.
Oh, so that's inappropriate.
And I'm like, dude, that's, doctor. Yeah, like, that's not, you don't want to do that.
Don't nobody want that tainted meat.
When he told me, I just was like any chick you meet, you just out here fucking them raw? Like, who, I don't know what.
There's things that live in vaginas.
I know.
And it ain't just babies.
They have to clean that. They have to get chest tested.
So how do y'all feel about like when y'all go to the doctor? What is it because of? Do y'all feel like, oh, I just need to go, or what?
The last time I literally went to the doctor was for a physical, and that was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah, I haven't been to the doctor in like 2 years.
You should get physicals every year.
Yeah, so I definitely need to go to the doctor and see what's going on with my body, and just get checked up.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the doctor a lot because of my asthma.
Mm-hmm.
So that and for those of y'all that are not familiar with PrEP, I feel like a sexual health advocate. For those of you guys that are not familiar with PrEP, I do recommend it is a preventative for HIV and AIDS. No other STDs or I's. But basically for those that like to raw dog, not saying that that's the way to go, but if you do prefer that, it would definitely lessen your chance of contracting HIV or AIDS. And for me, you have to get a refill every 3 months, and to do that, you have to do a lot of blood work. You have to go to the doctor, get checked up, and all that stuff. So I'm in the doctor a lot. So yeah, that's my primary reason for going.
What if you were messing with somebody and they were like, hey, like before we even do anything sexual, like let's go get tested together. Like, how would y'all feel if that happened to y'all? Would y'all be like, because it's been people who would say like, you know, they would get offended or whatever, but I think that that's smart.
I think that's even more sexy. That's going to make me want to take you down.
Absolutely.
Like, if you like, hey, let's wait till we get tested.
I don't think it's that sexy.
Oh, that's so sexy to me.
Did it turn you on?
Yeah,
did it turn it up?
Low-key, it did.
Because that happened to me once. This one girl, you remember Diamond. Diamond wanted to do that because one of my exes, she had an STD. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of the reason why I broke up with her, because she cheated on me when she got it. And she just assumed that I had it too, but I kept telling her, but like, no, I've been tested plenty of times, so don't have that shit. But she, of course, I appreciate that she was, you know, concerned or whatever, and then we got tested and it was fine.
Was the sex good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hey,
it was worth the wait.
Imagine if you did all. Not saying, not saying that should be a determining factor, but imagine you got tested and came back and the sex was whack.
I'll be so mad.
Wait, so what would
I got my blood work done for this? They needle me up for this shit? You holding out on this?
Pack this shit up and send it back.
You need to take a test on how to have sex.
So wait, what would y'all do if y'all did get tested with your partner and, like, let's just say they assumed they didn't have anything, and what if they did?
We're not having sex.
Is it over at that point?
I don't know if it's over. It could be treatable.
What if it's like they have it forever? Like that would depend on whatever it is.
I really can't say. I don't know. I have never been in a situation like that. It's like the equivalent of asking me, would you stick with someone who has HIV and AIDS? I know so much now, understanding the stigma that people who have those things face. So I don't want to write someone off and be like, oh my God, they're tainted. Because that's really not what it is. There's so many things. Undetectable, which is when the person can have sex and the likelihood of them passing HIV is like nothing. It just depends. It depends on the relationship with the person. It depends on so many things. I don't know.
Could you date someone with STD?
Knowingly?
Like let's just say this is the third date. Nothing, y'all haven't done anything, but it's the third date now, and they just was like, I just think I need to tell you this, blah blah blah.
I don't know. I haven't been in that situation. I guess it would depend on the person.
I have dated someone. I've talked to at least 2 people that have had the HIV virus.
Mm-hmm. You knew beforehand or during, or well, how did you find out?
While talking, because I like to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, and I don't judge anybody from having the virus because I'm educated on how to prevent it and how you get it and things of that nature. So I have talked to 2 people with HIV.
Have you done anything sexually?
Mm-hmm.
You knew beforehand?
I knew beforehand.
Were you not scared? I would have been terrified.
The first time I was, but I also know you use protection. I know that I know my body, and I know that I have not like did anything to get a cut or a scrape. Or I don't do drugs or dirty needles, anything like that nature. So if we are both aware of what we're doing and we're using protection, we're good.
Ooh, I would have been terrified.
Because I know it's from a cut. It's like I think what people are so terrified is that you can get chlamydia the same way you can get HIV.
I know, but I'm just saying.
It's just that easy. But, like, I think you just have to make sure you are using your best judgment when you're in these situations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Person to person. I don't know.
Could you all date someone that contracted the virus?
I don't think I could.
I'm sure I could.
I don't think I can. Well, you mean HIV or anything?
Anything. HIV as well.
I truly don't think I could.
Why not?
I don't know, because it's like it's possible that I could get it, and then our kids are probably gonna have it.
Well,
that's scary.
There's different levels of it. So like,
but that's scary.
Non-reactive, which the people I've dated was like that.
Mm-hmm. Undetectable.
Undetectable, yeah. So that's the people that I dated. They were undetectable.
I don't know. Like I wouldn't want like
meaning they were carriers of it, but they weren't.
But more often than none, your kids are gonna have it.
No, it doesn't have to be like that.
It doesn't have to be.
That's a lot of
the
stigma around it, and I get the initial fear because it's like this fear of the unknown. I like you, but I don't want to put myself in a situation knowing it could be that situation. I get it. That's why I said it really depends on the person. It depends on the person.
I don't know,
but like I think with more conversation and more understanding, not necessarily with the person, but like a care provider and things of that sort. It takes a lot of understanding and communication, but I get it.
I don't want to sound bogus about it. I don't know. Like I just don't.
No, you don't sound bogus. That's just literally like a preference.
Dante, who is a sexual health expert, who was on my live, was also talking about pre-exposure prophylaxis, which is PEP. You can take that in a window, I want to say, of 72 hours after feeling like you may have contracted HIV or. Well, it has to be HIV. If you feel like you contracted HIV and it stops it, it's kind of like a Plan B type of thing, but for HIV. And there's so many things.
When I had my scare, they didn't offer me that.
It's kind of cutting edge. It's new, not new, but it's new.
So I took the test and I was just like, okay.
But I get the apprehension behind it. But you can have a baby with someone who's HIV positive and not give it to the baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just understanding conversation.
That's what it is. That's what I think. It's an open line of communication. How did you get it? Like, when did you find out? Like, are you detectable? Are you non-detectable? Like, just asking those things and just making sure that you're also keeping up on what exactly is going on and that you know how to protect yourself. And everything gonna be all right.
Yeah. When was the last time you was at Dr. Eric?
Shit, my asthmatic ass maybe 3 weeks ago.
Well, not for your asthma, for like a checkup or whatever.
when I had to get this prep again a month ago. Maybe
how often do you go usually?
You have to do this every 3 months.
Okay.
So I go to the doctor at Fairmount, and I really like my clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And they play good music. So, hey,
they better be jamming on the one.
That's it. So is it time for the question of the day?
Yeah,
it is time.
Well, let me take us out.
Is it gonna be a lot?
Can you? I'm not. You can't start until because I have to.
Oh my goodness! I try to hurry up and beat it.
That was all for the topic.
Here I go.
You just find me.
About to show you what I'm working with.
I think it's so cute that you want to have that as your intro and outro. It's very kid.
I love it.
I fucking hate it.
I love. Have y'all not seen the movie yet?
I have to just compile a list and give myself time to watch movies because I just y'all know how I am with movies.
Before as of today, that's the best live action Disney movie until Lion King comes out.
Which I'm seeing a lot of good things. I'm so proud of Beyonce.
I'm so proud of Donald Glover, and I'm
so proud of the cast.
I'm proud
fuck that she's in it.
Oh, that was jaded. That was real jaded.
We love the cast
with a capital J.
We don't want to just credit her. I really wish.
I'm proud of her for the social interaction. You see, y'all are so fucking jaded that you
Never
cut me
mind.
off before I got to the point. I'm proud of her for the social interaction.
But I feel like you were only going to talk about Beyonce
because this is so big for her to be social.
It's big for that entire cast.
The cast talks.
She talks.
She doesn't.
When Beyonce's fans went off, her publicist responded. Beyonce does not talk.
Yeah, she don't talk.
She probably didn't know what to say to y'all. To y'all heathens who attacked that woman. For y'all to attack that woman. She didn't know what the fuck to say to y'all. She was over y'all probably. That's why she didn't want to say shit.
I think the whole cast is fun. I think that this remake is a great thing.
It's going to be a
I'm
great
just talking
thing.
about her being a bigger version of Beyonce. Talking to people.
Anyway.
It's going to be great.
It's time for the question of the day.
I'm saying it 4 times and I can't wait.
Hit it.
Question.
Again.
Question.
One more time.
Question. Question.
It needs to be a longer topic.
Question.
It does, but it makes perfect
Question.
sense.
Question. Question.
Who's reading it?
Okay.
I'll read it. I'll put it in there. Okay, so
when did you put it in there?
I feel like I
was
saw
it in there last night?
Does it matter when it's in there?
It does matter.
I feel like when I got home it was there, but I
don't
this
believe
at like
that.
11 p.m.
Does it matter when it's in there?
I'm just curious. When did you put it in there?
But does it matter when
it
it's
does
in
because
there?
I'm asking. So when did you put it in there?
Okay.
We don't question the time the direct deposit.
No, I'm
gets
just
in
curious.
there.
I will read it if y'all
No,
don't
wait.
get it
I just
together.
really want to know.
I will read it.
When did you put it
I'm
in
going
there?
to read it.
Could you let us know that? I'm just curious.
I'll put it in before the show started. So
today. Today.
So before the show started.
Today.
So Eric, you had mentioned earlier about bashing people's fathers on Father's Day. So the question is, many people bash their father on Father's Day. Do you think that something like that should be displayed, like the open hate for your father, or like even like with mothers saying about their baby daddy, like or bashing them or stuff like that? Do you think that this is the day for that? And also, who are some people that you look up to as a father figure?
I mean, of course, it's not the day for that because I mean, it's the day for good dads and good fathers and amazing fathers. But when you do have an ain't shit dad, sometimes you do want. I mean, I don't think you should specifically take out today to talk about your ain't shit dad, but it just happens to be Father's Day. So of course you're gonna be thinking about it because if someone says, "Hey, did you talk to your dad?" No, fuck him. Like if someone's gonna say that if they don't like their dad or whatever. So. I mean, of course, no one, it just happens to happen that way. That's just what I think about it. Like with my dad, I'm not calling him today. I send him a text. I send him a dry-ass card. I don't have shit to say to him, really.
I was sitting here debating. My dad's birthday is also June 29th, and I was having this conversation. I don't know if I want to call and talk to him today or call and talk to him on his birthday. And that's just like the type of relationship that we have now. My dad goes to these 3 months spurts of not saying anything to you, and then want to call and apologize and want to cry and all this other stuff. Shit. And I stopped. Now, we were just in the phase of him calling, and I don't answer the phone because I don't have time for that. And sometimes I feel bad, but also am a believer of protecting your energy. And like, if I don't want my energy to be off, like, I love him to death. I forgive him for everything. I know that he has a addiction problem that he needs to work with, and I can't control him working on that. I have given my all to try to help him and talk to him through it, but if he does not receive that, that's not on me no more. Like, my hands are washed. The blood's off my hands. I've given you your time to do what you need to do. And so, but I would never go on a public platform and say, fuck my dad not shit. I would never do that, because that's not something you should do. At the end of the day, that's still your dad. They brought you into this world, and there should be some respect for that. Well, even if not even like respect for them as a person, but just respect for them as an elder and being a dad, or just being who they are.
I get you saying, like, they're still your dad. You should forgive them, whatever. But why? Why do I have to do that? Why?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think respect enough to not go online and say you ain't shit.
Well, that, yeah. But if anybody knows me, they know the type of relationship me and my dad have, and they know what the bullshit that he put me through. So I feel like, why do I have to accept that? I don't feel like I get that you're my dad. That's okay. But so
I think for me, I don't even know my dad's name. So where do we even go?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
But I feel like I'm not super jaded about not having a dad, because I didn't grow up really wanting for anything. But I think on Father's Day, I don't think other men should eternalize it, because if you did not have sex with my mom, shut the fuck up and mind your business. I really don't want to take anything from fathers, because I haven't had many male role models in my life. I think the closest male I have to a father figure is my dean. A man that actually took the time to invest in me and show that he cares, and so that's the closest I got to it, and for that I appreciate him. But I don't think that I need to go online and really like bash. I'll make a funny video. I'll do a video of me calling my dad, and then it'll just go like, the number you've dialed is no longer in service. Like, but I don't think it's something where other people need to get in their feelings. People need to not eternalize what is not directed for them. Like, if you know that you are not the deadbeat dad that I may be referring to, shut the fuck up and parent your kids. Shut up. And that's where I leave it at. I think there was a point where a lot of people were like, you shouldn't be paying tribute to your mother on Father's Day. Who are you to tell me that? You don't know the dynamics of my household. So
I do hate when people do that, though. Like, I do hate when,
if that's the closest you have to a father figure.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Like, when people, it'd be girls on the internet like, oh, it's just me and my son. He ain't shit. Blah blah blah. Like, okay, you want to do that today? Like, we clearly see that you are the only person in that child's life. We get that.
The mom does not have to do it. But if
I'm talking about the moms that we see on Instagram. It'd be a lot of women who do that. I hate when they do that,
because in the era that we live in now, my child is going to see that, or that my child can see that. And I also don't want that negative energy going out there into the universe over my child. Like, who knows what somebody else is going to see? Who else is going to read that and then regurgitate that back to my child? Right. It could be my best friend. It could be somebody else that I really even know, but they may be around. Or like, how such and such? I see you put such and such, say such and such about little Timmy's daddy, and now Timmy, and now Timmy's listening like, what the fuck? Like, what'd you say about my dad? Like, don't put that. Tawanda never bashed my dad in front of me, which is what I really appreciate about her. Like, she never said anything negative about him, even though he ain't been what he's supposed to be for a long time. She never said anything bad.
Shout out, son.
Like, I would know they've been to court. I know all this other stuff, but she never said like anything bad. I think that's admirable. And she also just got Facebook, so I don't know what she would have did back in the day. So
that's true.
I saw a post that said, "What did your dad teach you?" At first, I was like, "He didn't teach me shit," because really hasn't. But when you think about it, like, I think my dad has taught me what not to be in a father when I actually have a child.
That's real.
So he's taught me, with me, I actually can't wait to have kids, because I can't wait to be the father that I never had.
Absolutely.
Like, I really cannot wait to do that.
That's why I hope to father twin boys, because I want them to be boys, so that way I can do or be what I felt like I needed. Like, granted, my moms were phenomenal. I don't think that they dropped the ball in the slightest, but I think that it's love from a father is something that can kind of be imitated, but it's not going to match. And for me, I can do that with these two however I want to, and really like set their foundation to make them the men that the best type of men possible. So Father's Day is a very Lukey holiday to me.
And I've had a great stepfather, which I call my dad. Like, my stepdad Chemo has literally been in my life since I was like 5. So like, I've had a father figure in the home, and someone who really nurtured and took care of me and my little brother Marcellus, who had to be like 3 when my mom and dad got divorced. So like, not only he had his own 2 kids, but he also took in 2 more, you know? So I think that that's really admirable to me. That, like, if you could love my mom so much that you could raise her sons as well and be a father figure to them, that's super admirable.
Yeah. Shout out to all the stand-up guys out there that are taking or that are contributing to the lives of kids that are not necessarily their own. You know, like
those mentors, those people, not the stepfathers or the boyfriend or the like people who are taking time to mentor. Yeah.
And whenever they come around, like for me, I met my dean when I was 20, but the closest I had to a father figure. So you got to take them for what they are when they come.
Is your dad, like, he's alive, or you don't? Or
I don't know anything about. I don't know shit about my dad.
Does your mom still have? Yeah, do you?
I want to, and I realize that lately I have attachment issues because I realize that a lot of the reason why I stay in relationships that no longer serve me is because I have abandonment issues, where it's like I want the affection of a man. Like, I want a man to invest in me. I want a man to, like, really take the time. I've always had women investing in me, which is great, but I've never had it from a man. So it's like when you get it from a guy, you really cling on to it, even if it's something that you kind of need to let go. So I would love to meet my dad, but at this point, I'm really, really skeptical. I'm skeptical about intention. I'm skeptical about if this is him. It's just so much time is lost. I'm a quarter of a century old.
But do you feel like it could, if he was to come back, do you feel like that relationship can be built? I mean, you're 25. You're still young.
Just over time. It's going to take so much. I think the thing that I find relief in it is that I can come crop top, high-waisted shorts, and you can't tell me shit. You really can't tell me shit. You're going to take me as I am, or you could go right back. But it would take a lot of time, and there would be a lot of skepticism that he would have to be willing to deal with.
Would you be interested to know why he left or why he was absent?
I would, if the conversation wouldn't add more toxicity to my family dynamic. Like, if it's going to be a thing where him and my mom are like, well, you wasn't shit. You tried to keep me. But I want to understand why it took you so long to come back.
I would want to know. I don't think I would. I don't think I would want to know why, like, my dad cheated or why he beat us, or I don't think I want to know that, because I feel like whatever he's gonna say is gonna be bullshit. Like, it's gonna be a dumbass reason. Because I got mad. What? Now I want to fight you. Right. So I don't think I would want to.
And also, I don't know, because I know my dad has problems with drugs. I know it stemmed from him going overseas to fight in Desert Storm. So I know that those things triggered him.
Right. Those are heavy moments in time.
Heavy moments in time, like seeing. And he was like on a special task force. So I know that he's probably seen some things and probably done some things that he is not happy about. And that probably led him to drugs and things of that nature. But it's also kind of like, do I fault him for his flaws? Or do I accept him and just move on? But now that I'm older, my dad has not called me on my birthday for like the last 10 years. Like, when I was born. You know this. You only have 3 kids. Like, it's not that hard to figure out which one. So, like, sometimes I like, well, he did all this, he did all that back then, but also it's still today. Like, he did not call me on my 30th. It was Thanksgiving. You could have literally called happy Thanksgiving.
I would have been mad if he didn't even come out for your birthday.
Well, I was never expecting him. He didn't come to.
I would have expected this shit. I'm turning 30.
He didn't come to my college graduation. He didn't come to Marcel's college graduation. Last time my dad like really like did something like that was like he came to Marcel's wedding, but it was a process of getting him to the wedding. Like that was a process in itself. So
does it hurt? Like regardless of expectation, does it hurt? Even if you're like he's probably gonna drop the ball, does it still hurt?
I literally used to cry every birthday that he didn't call me, and that was like up until like 27, because I think you still feel like, damn, like, do you care? Like I'm you. Every time I talk to him, say you're my firstborn, you're my first child. Like I have his name, like I'm his namesake, and he always says this, but it's like, what's the action behind it? Like I understand, like I try to mentally get into where he is as a person and try to work things through that. But it's honestly sometimes kind of too stressful for me to even like try to take on his burdens in my own those aren't things that I want to inherit.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to inherit your problems when I came into this world.
Right.
Like I understand that you had them, but don't throw them on me. So sometimes I feel like us not having a relationship like how we have now, like us not speaking, is a little bit better than us trying to build that relationship there. I've told him that I love him. I forgive him for everything he's done. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I've let all that stuff go. But I know in order for me to continue to grow and be in function, maybe that relationship should not be there. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I may call him today, or I'll probably call him today because I'm not going to call him on the 29th.
Yeah. Got it.
What are you going to call and say, though? Like,
hey, Dad, happy Father's Day. I love you. I hope that everything's going well. I'm always praying for you. Have a wonderful day. I'll also tell Grandma I love her as well.
And just hang up?
That's it. That's the conversation that needs. Because the last time I told you about how you lied to me, right?
About what?
About him needing $250.
Yeah, you did.
So that was
one that's supposed to be for like court or something.
Yeah,
like
for
that?
court that he never, no lawyer, no claim or anything, and that was just in like January. So like I have not talked to him since then. Like we have not had a conversation since then. He's called me since then, but I've not answered the phone since then. We got a caller. Let's see.
It's a 917 number.
Oh, never mind. I don't know. I was gonna guess that it was Keith.
What's up? What's up? You are in the middle of a really good talk with the Get Right. Who we listening to?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Didier.
What up, Didier?
Hi, Didier.
Our favorite white guy.
No, I just had a question about you guys are talking pretty emotional. I was just feeling some of what you guys were saying. And I just had a question for you guys. When you say that, you forgive your father and, like, for everything you let it go, do you also think, like, do I want to reconcile with this person? Or I don't, and I'm okay with that, like Kelvin said, that he probably doesn't want to continue on a relationship. Do you ask yourself that question? Because I feel like if you're not willing to reconcile, then there's really no point of, in a way, like holding on to like what they've done already like that, because it's like it's sitting there in your head, and then you're like, I'm waiting for it to be removed, but it's not. But at the same time, you don't want reconciliation. So I'm trying to figure out what you guys really. Do you really want reconciliation, or do you just want to like sweep it under the rug and forget about it?
For me, if me and my dad never talked a day in my life ever again, I would not care. And I honestly I really truly feel like I wouldn't care.
Do you think it's out of animosity, or do you think that's just like
it honestly could be. Like it really could be because I'm not over what he did. Like I don't think I could ever really truly forgive him. Like as much as times I talk to my mom about it, whatever, I don't think I can ever actually be like, you know what, Dad, I forgive for what you did. I don't think I could ever do that. So I just know for a fact, like if he called me today, like Chris, I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't even pick up when he calls because it's like, for what?
I think for me going this far, never have spoken to him, never seeing him. Obviously, I can move forward. I think for me, in my mind, even though I'm a whole person, there's 50% of my family I don't know, like whatsoever. So I think I want to know a lot more about why I am the way that I am. And like, I get that a lot of my personality and my character is just that. But like, where do certain things come from? Where do certain inflections, facial expressions, and things come from? And I feel like not knowing my dad has kind of shortened me of that. But I could definitely move forward. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I feel like after a while, like after they say like time heals everything. I mean, like, if it says in the Bible, like, sometimes you gotta like address it before you go to court. Sometimes you gotta do it like as quick as possible because it just prolongs the hurt. Eventually, you don't feel anything. You don't feel the need to like, even talk about it. You're like, well, I don't feel the need no more. And that's when kind of when you say like, well, I'm not really interested in this relationship because if you really would have cared, you would have done it earlier, or you wouldn't even thought about it and did it earlier. But we gone this long. I mean, it only shows, you know what I mean, like what you haven't said. That's what I believe sometimes, and I believe a lot of you guys like probably went through that or something like that, similar to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, man. Well, hold on. I got another call. Hold on.
Another call.
Yeah. Another one came in.
Let's see here.
It just didn't ring.
What's up? What's up?
We can do that?
Oh, I guess they hung up.
We can do that?
No,
apparently.
Oh, you still here? What's up?
Yes. Hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining the conversation.
Thank you. So I've been listening about Father's Day, and I wanted to say too, the one who was saying his father, asking for money and all that. Sometimes you have to cut people out of your life for a season. Me and my father didn't have the best. We didn't have the best relationship when I was growing up, and when I got grown, I got tired of trying to make it better. So I cut him off for 5 years, and then we recently got back together last year, and now we're like the best of friends. So sometimes, like you have to give yourself and give other people a break, and things will turn around.
So how was that initial conversation with building back that relationship after not speaking for 5 years? Was that a difficult conversation to have, or did you find yourself like wanting to go back to those old habits? Like, how did that get established?
Well, no, one day I reached out and I called him, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" He was like, "I've really been wanting to talk to you." And then we just started talking, and then we just mended everything. We talked about the past, and then we talked about, what led up to me cutting him off. And he apologized, I was very shocked because that's something my father has never done, is apologize. But he did apologize to me, and we discussed things. Like I said, now we are best of friends.
Okay.
Time.
So it can turn around. It can turn around.
Okay, I'm gonna call him today. We're gonna see what happens.
When I went to North Carolina, I spoke to my mom, and the first thing we spoke about was getting the process going of trying to figure out who he is and how that goes. Being totally transparent, she feels like there's only two people. One person doesn't want to be in the equation, and the other one is with the shits. But, I just don't want to get my hopes up because I am a single entity, and I have so much going for me without the knowledge of my father. So, I don't want to invest too much and then feel like I lost something that I didn't have to begin with. So, yeah.
I understand that.
But, yeah.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you so much.
You,
no problem.
Ooh, this
I
is
had
heavy.
no idea we could do call waiting.
Yeah, we got call waiting.
When did we get that?
I don't know.
I think we've always had it, but we never exercised it because it didn't need to happen.
Wow.
Maybe we should just finish with comments because this got real heavy and we got 7 minutes.
It did get heavy, but that's good. I love the dynamic of this show.
Absolutely.
It goes crazy.
It was, yeah.
I can't believe you had call waiting. Like, is this not getting to y'all? Like, I didn't know that.
I'm impressed, but I'm just happy that someone called in behind somebody else.
Because I feel like remember, it's been times where multiple people have called and it was like, oh, I can't get through because you're all already on the phone. Yeah. And now 2 people called it.
Shout out to Keith and the Good News Radio.
Wow.
Stepping it up every fucking
week. Here at Studio One. All right, so Ray was said that's big of you to reach out. Oh, yeah, I'm going to reach out. And then Charlie said, you have to forgive and move on so you don't carry that hurt. We have to remember our parents were people before they became parents. And I agree with that.
That is true, too.
I agree with that.
I mean, of course, there's been times where I say, like, I will want to have a conversation to ask him all the questions that I do have, but I don't know. I just see myself being pissed the entire conversation.
There were more comments earlier about this stuff. They said it's a good comment. Ray was talking about, I think, in regards of the mothers bashing people on Father's Day or bashing people on Father's Day, is that it's classless and it just displays a lot of hurt to choose today to ask for attention. Your dad wasn't shit yesterday either. Hurt runs deep. You go get some counseling and work on it. It will work through it, actually. Lyrical Black says sometimes you have to cut a person off for a period of time and come back later. And he said, "Oh, that's what he just said." He was talking about how he cut off his dad for 5 years, and now they're the best of friends.
So yeah. Well, with that, I'll start the "Where Am I Now?"
Where are you now?
Gotta find a soundbite for that.
Where have you been?
Can it not?
It
be
won't
Beyonce?
be that. That's Rihanna.
That's not Beyonce.
But it won't be
But what's
that.
the Beyonce song? Where are you now?
What is that?
I need. Emotions.
Oh,
that's
wow.
really heavy.
That's we're
That
not
is
doing
but,
that.
but just
heavy.
the "Where are you now" part. But I'm saying, like, can it not? Yeah, I'm just saying, can it not be a Beyonce?
I wasn't even thinking along those lines. Wow. Well, now if I have nothing, I will go back.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Chris.
Cry me a river.
So who's originated that song? Ozzy Brothers.
The Bee Gees.
No, right.
Yes.
You'll never see me fall. No. That's my Michelle version. I was just saying Michelle parts.
Michelle did good on that one.
Motions.
So
That's all she had.
Sorrow.
I would be in a group if that's all I had to do.
You don't come
I'm getting
back,
recognition.
Come home to me, darling. Don't you know?
We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. Thanks. So, all right.
Kiss goodnight.
She's the last goodbye, I think. I mean, good night.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Yeah, I think she's the very last one.
Just take us out.
Good night. You hear that rise? That was her too.
I am at a place of complete self-discovery. One of the things that I am practicing that has been thrown in my life repeatedly as of late is enjoying the space and understanding the space and time that you are in. You are in this period where there are days where you don't necessarily have to work super hard. There are days where you don't have a relationship attachment to you. There are days where, you know, you don't feel like going outside, and you got to learn to enjoy the space and time that you're in because it's happening to you for a reason. Just ask yourself, what is it that God is trying to teach me? And enjoy it. Don't try and make it what it is clearly not. So with that, I'm just doing the best that I can to build myself up, whether it is writing music, it's decorating my home, just having perspective, because I feel like the healthiest thing we can do for ourselves is remain grounded and just take it all in. Like, look around you at the little things. I have my phone bill completely paid off. My apartment looks really bomb, bitch. It looks so fucking bomb.
Hey, Chris, have you got invited?
I'm not completely done. That's why I don't invite it and invite people. And because the space is so limited, if it's not completely done, it's not practical to have multiple people in there. But yeah, just like perspective is so good. Really take the time and appreciate everything that is going right in your life and don't harp on the things that are not so great. That's where I'm at.
That's good. That's a good place to be. I do want to read Ray's comment really fast. She said, although my dad was not physically my life growing up, emotionally he was nowhere to be found when it came to me. So oftentimes I disregard him as a father, but it wasn't until he was on his deathbed that our relationship started, and then it ended. So if you can, reconcile, but if not, take care of yourselves. I just want to say that.
Absolutely.
Where I am, I think I'm in a good place. I know this next week is going to be crazy for us because it's BT weekend. We have this brunch that we're planning on Saturday.
Are you inviting us, or you just throwing it in? Well, I'll probably be at work.
I don't even think
I'll probably be at
I don't
work.
think I got a plus one. It's honoring Cardi, Floyd, Mayweather.
Cardi B.
This is so random.
Tiffany
Floyd
Haddish.
Mayweather.
Tiffany
Tiffany
Haddish.
Haddish. It's a lot of Ellen Pompeo. It's a lot of great people on this list. Queen Latifah.
Are they all arriving?
Yes.
Wow.
So we're preparing for all of that.
That's good. It's great.
It's gonna be a great thing. It's BT week. I finally get a haircut this weekend. I can cut my fingernails. Oh my gosh, they are so long. I know people think I'm a crackhead or something. Maybe
Your nails
fine.
are really clean though.
Thank you. I try to keep them clean. I try to keep them healthy looking, but I don't cut them until I get a haircut. And this, if you can see my nails, you see I haven't got a haircut in a minute. But yeah, so I'm happy about that. And it's going to be great. It's going to be a good week. Sending positive vibes out there. I'm at a place that I just feel like, you know what? Do the work and great things will come. I went to Stockton and I was talking to one of my coworkers. And at first I definitely did not want to go to Stockton. I didn't even know I was going. I did not want to go. But then we were talking in the car and just like, we're at the mall and we were looking like, I was complaining about going on a trip that's all paid for and already done for work.
You tripping?
Yeah, you see what's like.
You're tripping.
I had to put stuff in perspective. Like, let me do this now so I can do what I want to do. Like, and then while I was there, I had so much fun. It was bonding with my team, with my boss, just everybody, just building a nice team, and like seeing where he came from was really interesting too. So that way you get a better perspective of him, like how work ethic and like to see how things work. And I think that overall, I really had a good time, and I learned so much about just perspective and things like that.
God's not going to offer you anything that's not going to benefit.
It's so true. So any road trip I'm down to do. It was a 5-hour drive.
I swear it's longer than that.
It's not longer than that.
Where were you?
Stockton, California.
So unfamiliar. I thought that was like some type. I'm thinking livestock, not livestock, but
it's up there
the
by
White Concert.
It's up there by Oakland.
I got to make my way over there. Hopefully, I run into Keisha Cole and maybe not Neffy. Chris, where are you now?
I'm good. Nothing really like spiritual. I mean, not spiritual. Not monumental. What's the word I want to use?
Significant,
like what you guys had. But I'm just here living. I'm taking my sister to her concert this weekend. Well, on Thursday.
That's cute.
I want some tickets off the radio.
Wow.
I've never won anything off the radio before.
My mom won $1,000 off the radio, but she missed the phone call. She was vexed. She was so bad. I was like, damn, girl.
How do you miss the phone call? They don't tell you to call back?
What happened was that it was when Steve Harvey was doing radio giveaways. And I was so young, and I just applied online, and I kept doing it. And one of her coworkers was like, Juanita, you're on the radio. They called your name on the radio, but at that point, she had missed it.
Oh, she didn't hear it.
She was at work. But that was my one moment at winning something.
Why you didn't tell her you put her in the thing?
I told her all the time.
Oh.
It's just...
She just wasn't listening to
radio. At that
radio.
moment, she was not listening to radio. Oh. So my mom was fine.
Also, really quick, shout out to everybody that listens on the lives, that are sharing on Facebook and retweeting and commenting. We really do appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. This week was a really active show. Stuff. I mean, we always have pretty active shows, but this week especially, for the amount of heaviness, that was really good interaction.
And also, one more thing before we get out of here. If you give a nigga your number, text the fuck back.
As always, guys, you can catch me on Instagram at The World According to Eric, Facebook and Twitter at Eric Devante, and Snapchat at Picasso_3, but we are hanging on by a thread.
Oh, good people. Follow me at Kelvinology. That's KELVINOLOGY. And if you want my number, it's 260-267-112.
Wow.
I didn't give the last number.
Wow.
This is Christopher Armani.
Text me.
You might as well just give the last digit.
No, figure it out. If you want to text me that bad, figure it out. 260-267-112.
You can find me at CCCAW on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, guys, I hope y'all got right.
That's right, y'all. Get right or get left.